and welcome back to the Dissenters D&D campaign. And oh my goodness, we already immediately lost Sierra. There she is.
I ain't go anywhere though.
Oh, well, your camera was not there, unfortunately. But now you're back.
Yay. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm so glad you guys are back. Of course, before we jump into the recap, we have a few announcements to go over. So let's see. First off, let's go over the schedule that's coming up. There will, next Friday, instead of our normal D&D session, it's going to be a recap session. And in this recap session, you will have the opportunity to ask us any questions you're dying to know. And also, I guess, anything else you want to ask. If you're just curious, I guess you don't have to be dying to know, but you can ask questions. It'll be great. It'll be a great recap so that anyone who's wanting to get into the story, you can catch up quickly and join us live, which will be great. So come back next Friday, 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for that awesome recap. And there will be no Baldur's Gate 3 next week as I'm going on vacation, so I won't be here to play it.
Sad day.
I
Brooke
know.
and Shalgren will miss you guys.
It's so sad, but also vacation.
Vacations are very much needed and well-deserved on this one.
So there will be no Baldur's Gate. There will be the one stream next week. Yeah, that's that for scheduling. But of course, if you're struggling to take notes in your D&D campaign or Call of Cthulhu or anything else like that, oh boy, do we have the perfect tool for you. Emily, do you want to break down what that tool is?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know if you've heard of this before, but we have an amazing product that helps you with just exactly that. The Campaign Keeper, your guide to becoming a master note taker. This is chock full of customizable note pages to help you become a master note taker for all of your campaigns. Well, it's for a single campaign, and then you get another one for a new campaign, But you can fit an entire campaign in here. There's so many session notes in here. I've already been filling this bad boy up. But you can also customize your in-game calendars, put your major and minor NPCs in here. There's spaces for unique items, companions, backstory, so much stuff, right? And like I said, these are all customizable pages. There's also some doodle pages in here that are really fun. But honestly, the Campaign Keeper is your best bet to becoming a master note taker. We do sell these on our website at rosemarypgstudios.com. You can also go directly to our Amazon link, or you can buy them off of Amazon. And we do have a new cover that's coming out soon.
It's gonna be exciting.
Should we give a hint to it?
I think yes and no.
Ooh.
We will leave what the hint is on Patreon soon. So go check out our Patreon page, because that's where the hint is going to be for the next cover.
Ooh, very exciting.
Dibs.
Yep. So go join our Patreon. We don't post much exclusive content on there, at least
no,
right now.
It won't be exclusive, but you can find it on Patreon. And if you want to support us in continuing to create the content you love, you can donate just $1 a month to support us, and that'll be super helpful.
Yep, and all of those earnings go straight back into creating the entertainment that you love.
Also, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Join us on Discord to have awesome conversations with other content creators and Thornlings. And also you can sometimes play games with us, and you can also ask us questions that you have. It's a great little community of Thornlings that we are building over on Discord.
We've been on a pretty big repo kick lately, so we should play some repo in there. And our Instagram page also.
Oh yeah, Instagram. Woohoo, we're on there. And of course, Twitch and YouTube. And I think that's all of our announcements for today.
I believe so.
Keep an eye out on Patreon for that little teaser that's coming very soon.
Exciting.
And yeah, I'm so glad you guys are here. Let's jump into the game. I am dying to play this. Not literally, because I have been dying before, but I'm excited.
That's hilarious. Oh gosh.
All right. Megan is giving our recap today, I believe. Yes. Awesome. Take it away, Megan.
All right. Last session was a battle. The end. Okay.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, that basically was the whole session. We ended session 12 with Kaya being kidnapped by a giant purple worm. And then all of a sudden purple worms started appearing in real life and attacking us here. But Kaya, who had the cat with her, Seraphine, they both have been dragged underground. But they were able to get loose. And because of that, as the purple worm was passing by and Kaya was tumbling around, she actually got buried in dirt. So now she is covered in it. Along with the cat. When we get to see what everything else is around us, we see a battle between the armies of Arkukari and Steelforge. The army of Steelforge being an army of the undead. And we see them carrying around catapults. Paige went and found a weak point to hit the army at, and he goes and finds the general, who is a good friend of his, Frederick Glassglow, and goes and tells him the right spot to be able to weaken the army. Frederick, being a little surprised that Paige is here for some reason, he takes his word for it and sends his army to do just that. Rayla goes in, finds Kaya, brings her back up to the surface, and does what she can to get Kaya back on her feet and breathing more steadily again. And after that, she and Zilli go running off to go fight the army. And they end up taking down 2 Minotaur skeletons. Which that was pretty cool, in my opinion. Zilli also being really confused at the zombies in particular, explained that they looked funny, and Rayla, bless her heart, tried to explain that they are a different kind of undead.
Not very good at it.
Not very good at it. Zilli doesn't really understand what is being said. After Kaya gets back on her feet, Paige informs Frederick of the best point to attack the army to weaken it, and a lot of combat. We make it through the fight, and we stand victorious. Frederick is also surprised to see Rayla there, and we decide to talk to him for a bit. Rayla gives updates on what's been going on back at Vale, if I'm remembering that correctly.
Yes, Vale is her hometown.
Vale. And he asks what we're doing here, and we give the reason that we have been sent on a mission by the leader of Ingwood to get his family heirloom sword, to prove that it is his birthright to be in the position he is in. And we find out that Frederick has a disdain for this particular leader. And he also does not really hide it, but has some very strong opinions when it comes to people from Steelforge, aka Drow in particular. Sorry, Castil. But also warlocks and the Sunstriders. Basically, he has beef with everyone in the party just for being them.
He's super judgy.
Super, super judgy and does not hide it. And after talking for a bit, we show that we do in fact have the crest that is to state that we are on official business and we are sent on our way. And that is where the session has ended.
Perfect. Okay, as Megan said, he gave you a little reward prompted by his I'm blanking on his last name. Help, Greg. What's his last name?
Similin Quickhand.
Simon Quickhand. Thank you. I can always count on you for the names.
Got you. It's just, like a portion of my backstory and stuff. So.
Yes, prompted by Quickhand, he gave the party 5 platinum, which equates to 50 gold. To split amongst yourselves, he did say it was like for the party. And from
Rayla made sure that everybody got a platinum.
And from that point, you have separated from him and the remainder of his squad as they are gathering up their fallen men. What would you guys like to do? As it's nearing evening.
We should probably get away from the border and further into Arkukari.
I was thinking we should just sleep here, actually. I think
the battleground.
Yeah, we totally did not learn our
right
lesson from the last times that we have done this.
I'm thinking we start heading back towards Ingwood,
Yep. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a good plan. Ingwood now.
Yeah, sleeping right next to Battleground. I'm glad you're starting to learn this lesson. Okay, so you guys are looking for a place to sleep, correct?
Yeah, make camp. Right, guys?
Yeah, safe place.
Cool.
Nice couple hours away from this place.
Do I have... Oh, I do. We'll just put you guys back on this one. Yeah, that's all of you. Yeah, cool. Forest. You're traveling on the road. Great. As I believe this was your 3rd day? How long has it been since you were at Ingwood?
I have the calendar.
I think this is our 3rd day.
Today, because we got the quest on... We left the Dukes on Ann Day, and we battled the Purple Worm on Ka Day, so if we long rest in the morning, it will be Aino Day, the start of our 3rd day.
And he gave you...
4 days.
4 days. Cool. And where are you guys right
The
now?
Purple Worms did attack us in the real world. Yes, Steve, it was terrifying.
It was absolutely terrifying.
And the full moon is coming up about a week away.
I knew I had the calendar in front of me, but it still freaked me out for a second. I was like, did I miss something?
You're like, hold on. I wrote it in. It's in the calendar.
So you guys are about there because you were on the border. I'll be on the map, didn't I? Okay, yeah. So if you long rest right where you are.
No, we were going to go further away from the border.
Oh, you're going to go further? Okay.
And towards Ingwood.
Okay, so you guys would make it there on pretty much... No, long rest is the beginning of the 3rd day, you said?
Yep. Once we long rest, it'll be the beginning of the 3rd day.
So you guys would make it there with a day to spare, I think.
We're pretty quick.
You guys did great. All right. As you guys are walking, is there anything you want to talk about as you keep traveling? Also, I'm assuming you're going, like... Oh, my goodness.
Just direct to Ingwood.
You're going diagonally towards it? You're not going to, like, go to Blant? You're just going straight diagonal, correct?
Yeah, I thought that was the plan. Because we already passed Blandon at this point.
I mean, you guys could go to it. You just gotta go to the side. I'm just making sure I understood your guys' plan. Thank you.
Yep, straight to Ingwood.
So are we just gonna skip straight to where our long rest is?
If you
then
guys
do the
want
long
to.
rest?
Yeah, I'm good with doing that if you guys are good with that.
Yeah. Does that sound good to you guys?
Also, Emily, we
Yeah,
can't
it's
see you.
good to me.
Oh, yeah. Let me
On our view.
put
player view.
myself on you guys. There we go. Now you can see me. Hi. Hi. Okay. So yeah, I think the general consensus is we're just skipping to the long rest.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Who's going to take watches, and how are you guys setting up your camp? Are you trying to hide yourselves, or what are you doing?
Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but I'd prefer to conceal our camp as much as we can.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say the same thing.
Sounds like a plan. Concealing. I do have some string and a bell that I can use to make an impromptu alarm, just in case something comes up to us and we don't notice it. It would help, hypothetically.
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
I can take second.
Zilli on second. I don't know on third.
Oh,
Uh,
I forgot I was muted, and I literally said I could take second right before Megan did, and I was like, "Oh, we're both going to go on second. That's interesting." But
that's
no
like,
one else
okay.
was reacting. I was like,
She just specifically is like, no, I have to talk to Castil.
Oh yeah, no,
I
you
can
were
take
muted.
third,
I was
but
wondering
that's-
why you weren't saying anything. I was like, okay, I guess.
I was so focused at getting my spells that I'd forgotten to add.
Okay,
Which I guess are
third.
good spells.
Yes, good spells, good spells. Paige is currently exhausted right now, so I'll have disadvantage on my checks for perception. So at worst, it'd be good if he grabbed someone and
Did it with
they
them.
just worked together on it. Yes.
I mean, I'd be okay with just taking the watch, and you can sleep through the night.
You do only have to meditate for 4 hours instead
Correct.
of 6. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that works. That is how the
So-
rules work.
So Kaya would be like setting up the campfire and like she just got a new cantrip where she can light fires. So she'd just be like practicing lighting it and then unlighting it and then lighting it and then unlighting it. And just kind of oblivious to everyone else. She's just kind of practicing.
Nice.
I see. Paige is half intently watching. He glances over every now and again with just a little confused look on his face as he strings rope to the trees and is making an
She
impromptu
makes tiny.
alarm.
Castil will be trying to find decent leaves to kind of like, or branches, I guess, to kind of like make a little bit of a lean-to-ish cover for when we sleep.
Okay. So you have an alarm set up, you have a sort of cover set up, you have a campfire that's flashing, and anything else you guys want to do before you take your long rest?
Ironically, she's singly SOS.
The SOS signal.
Dang.
I'm just
Um,
drawing attention to our camp so everyone will find us easily.
I think
So helpful.
Rayla is. Oh,
Well, I was gonna say Zilli was gonna go find some berries or something.
Okay. Let's
We are in
roll for
Arcari now.
nature, please.
yeah. Can Rayla also go scavenge for food?
Sure. Nature as well, unless you're like specifically trying to hunt.
Yeah, I think she'll specifically try to hunt.
Okay, then let's have you do survival.
Okay.
That's a
This would
4.
be,
All she finds is mushrooms.
This would be a horrible time for Castil to decide to turn to a rabbit and just go exploring.
Don't do that. Rayla will announce that she's going out hunting. Oh, and he vanished.
right at that
Ray-
moment. He transformed into a rabbit.
Right there.
That's why he vanished.
Yeah. Rayla will say that she's gonna go hunting now that she knows the area. Survival, you said?
Yes.
Paige would offer to go with
That's-
you. Say, I can help. If you want.
Sure, if you want to. I'll just roll again then.
Wait.
That's a natural 20! I had
Start
a
looking around. Paige is like, nah, hold up.
I had a 13,
Teamwork is dreamwork.
so that's a pretty good upscale. I think Rayla's kind of like, oh my gosh, Thybegon is saying vote disadvantage. Sorry, Thybegon. We'll do that next time. So yeah, natural 20.
Okay, natural 20.
And she doesn't do archery hunting, she does trap making hunting.
Oh, okay. It's a little different.
Mhm.
So together, you're able to pick out some places where it looks like animals are frequenting. And you guys are near Steel Forge. Sorry, the names. You're near
You're
Steel
good.
Forge. And because of that, Paige is able to be like, hey, these kind of animals tend to like creep over the border. I see them around Ingwood, and like gives you some tips on what they might like. And together you're able to set up some traps and successfully catch.
Are they like regular animals?
You catch a fox, a bunny, and then you do catch one transformed, let's say, what else do you find in the wild? That's normally in the wild.
Fox and a bunny.
A
Or I guess
mimic.
a rabbit.
Somehow
No, you just find a mimic.
You could find a deer.
It'd be probably too big for the traps, but they're sitting.
Pheasant?
Okay, let's say
Bear trap.
a bear trap.
Pheasant would probably be local in the area if we're in meadows.
You're like right on the edge of like forests and meadows.
It's a
Kind
turkey.
of.
Well, at least on the Arkikari side.
Yes. So I'm going to say that you catch what you think might have once been a pheasant, but it's no longer a pheasant. This is more like a baby cockatrice, is what it resembles more. It's not a cockatrice, but that's like what it kind of looks
Okay.
like for the most part.
Okay, so we've got one rabbit, one... What was the other thing?
Fox,
Fox, that's what it was.
and then one semi-similar creature to a cockatrice. A baby cockatrice.
Once we get those, Rayla's gonna turn to Paige and just be like, I don't know how to prepare this, so if you would like the kind of cockatrice-looking thing.
Paige just kind of like shrugs. He's like, we don't need to eat it, he says.
Oh, well, now I feel bad.
Set it free.
that
It's fine.
No, it's. Oh, they're not dead though. We caught them. They're just caught in the traps.
In my head, they've been trapped.
Yeah.
They're dead. We just set it
What kind are
free.
you
Oh.
setting
Come on,
up?
little guy. Go
Are you
on.
setting up one that kills them immediately, or were you planning to set ones that like
no,
catch them?
set ones with like the that would like kind of capture them.
Okay.
Like a net.
Yeah, like a net kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
Then
like a
sure,
net.
they're
But like
you
more
can
like
let
a
it go.
rope.
Yeah.
That kind of like
Paige knows how to do that. Yeah.
yeah, that kind of like cinches around their leg.
She's asking the bird to eat a bird.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Rayla's gonna be like,
Yeah.
let's just I know Skingle Dingle really wants us to keep this cockatrice.
Cockatrice Terry.
Uh,
That was the first thing I thought. I'm like, adopt?
Adopt? I'll be like, well,
It's not an actual cockatrice, though. I did say that.
yeah, it's like a kind of baby, weird looking.
Yeah,
thing.
it's a weird
Rayla's
mix.
just gonna be like, yeah, if you want to free it, that's fine. And then she'll kill the rabbit and the fox.
Okay. He does give you some distance to do those things. As you may recall that he actually doesn't eat meat. This is purely for you that he is helping you with this. So
Oh, that's very kind of him. Oh gosh. Yeah, Rayla's like, I haven't had meat in so long.
But will
she's,
she
like,
actually
letting
eat
you
it?
know.
She's
That is the
very
question.
hungry.
That is the question.
She's desperate.
Rayla, yeah, she is at the desperate point. She can't eat anything. Like, she has nothing left. So what she's going to do is she is going to, like, skin them right there. And then she will, like, salt the skins, and hold on to those. And then, well, actually, yeah, that's what she does, and then she actually, you notice that she holds on to the meat and, like, doesn't let it out of her sight as you guys are walking back to camp. And she kind of, like, keeps them in, like, her left hand as she, like, digs through her pack and pulls out, like, a pot. And she, like, notices that Kaya's still, like, playing with the fire. So-
Actually, Kaya's no longer playing with it.
Okay.
She's now trying to figure out how to summon her familiar.
Okay, so
She's
Rayla...
working on it.
Okay, so then Rayla will go over to the fire, and she's just going to kind of, like, set up her, like, pot over it, pour some, like, water into the pot, and then dice up her meat into it to kind of make, like, a little bit of, like, a meat stew kind of a thing. It's not going to be very flavorful nor very good, but it will be sustenance that she will be cooking. She has cooked meat before, so she knows not to, like how to make it so it doesn't go bad. But essentially that's what she's gonna do. She's never gonna take her eyes off of it.
Zilli brings over the mushrooms.
She's gonna look at the mushrooms, and she's gonna... Oh gosh.
This is all I could find.
Can I do a nature check on them to see if they're mushrooms that are good to eat?
They're poison ivy.
Yeah.
How?
Poison ivy in the shape of mushrooms.
Exactly. That is a 14.
They are... Half of them are edible. The other half probably shouldn't be eaten.
Okay, so she'll grab the edible ones and then point out the non-edible ones and be like, Zilli, these ones are poisonous. So those, you can't eat those.
I mean, she didn't say poisonous. They could
She's
be
a-
just trippy. Sorry.
They could be
She just stares at them and just goes, plants can be bad.
Some can.
She's gonna toss it. She's gonna toss one of the bad mushrooms.
Okay, good. Good. The good mushrooms, she's kind of like, where did you pick these from?
She points in the direction that she got them.
And she's like, okay, bye. Just for flavor. And she'll put it in to the stew, even though she actually hates mushrooms. It's like, despite her food thing, she hates mushrooms even before that. She's like, oh, they're so awful. But she's very hungry.
Okay, you're making a pretty tasty stew, excluding the mushrooms. Rayla's familiar.
Kaya's familiar.
Kaya's, oh my goodness. Kaya's familiar spell is coming along well. Dane, is there anything you wanted to do while everyone else was doing these things?
I mean, if most of the stuff is taken care of, I guess you'll try communing with nature again, kind of similar to what he had done previously with the other druid. And just trying to see if he can, like, maybe extend his senses to get more aware of creatures that are nearby, to maybe help out at night with night watch, to be aware of, to improve his awareness.
Roll for nature.
That is a 13.
Okay. With a 13, it kind of is like the nature, you're sensing out the nature, your senses are expanding, and your mind seems to be connecting far beyond what you can sense and feel in this moment. However, it is very jarbled and confusing, as your mind is also connecting to beyond just Art Kukari, and you can feel this dead weight and hatred and twisted nature. It's not normal, it's not right, and you can almost feel like the trees are crying out in pain as you sense their roots, and you can just feel that side of this kingdom is just suffering. The nature is in so much pain. And on this side, you can sense that there are creatures passing over, especially as it's becoming darker. You can sense that things are starting to creep over from Steelforge, slipping in, and you can also hear some plants crying out for help as they're just being trampled on or devoured by, constantly being devoured. No chance to really grow as these creatures from the other side are coming over hungry for fresh food.
Okay, so all that darkness feel is coming from the Steelforge direction.
Yeah.
Specifically from the curse.
You would assume so.
One quick thing, we were trying to make sure that we were not close to the border.
I mean, you're still close to the border, unless you guys traveled all day. You're not like, it's not like a 10-minute walk.
Oh, okay.
But like, he can sense out further than just his.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but I just was like, wait, I would just want to clarify.
Yeah. I'm like, you guys can still see it, because like, it's very ominous, and you can like even see it from Ingrid, so you're not right next to it. You're still very close, though.
Mm-hmm.
This would probably be his first time realizing how much in pain the nature, like, of course it's the nature of Steelforge is very dark and dreary, depressing, but I don't think he would have realized that it was causing pain itself. So I think I'm going to do a sanity check.
Oh, sanity check! Yes.
Because that would have caught him off guard of being like, I expected something dark, but not like crying out for pain and then things dying. Okay, that's an 18.
18, okay. It is terrible, however, you grew up in Steelforge. You got this.
The DM saying, suck it up.
Suck it up, you'll be fine. Okay, anything else you want to do, Dane?
I guess he'll just be spending his time in that meditative trance until dinner is ready or whatnot. Just familiarizing himself with how energy feels out in nature.
Okay. Paige, you helped with the hunting. Anything else you wanted to do?
Yeah, after he gets back, he's going to practice some of his lock picking, particularly on the more advanced locks that were given to him by Snow. But yeah, those things, he's just practicing, fiddling, keeping his lock knowledge up.
I like it. And, oh my goodness. I don't know why I'm struggling so hard with names today.
Kaya and Rayla are very close together, so I can understand those getting mixed up.
Zilli, what are you doing? You've gathered the mushrooms. Anything else you wanted to do, or are you just watching them cook and cast the spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's just there.
Sounds good. You guys are doing these things. Night has now fallen. It's been, I'd say, probably an hour. So Kaya, your spell is completed. What familiar do you want to summon? You're muted.
Oh, my bad. I want to summon a black cat, but it's like really small, so it can fit in both of your hands. Just like a little tiny black
Oh, just a little
cat.
baby black cat.
Just a little
Oh,
tiny one.
cute. Seraphine kind of puts her nose up at the small little cat, and she'll scamper away from you and over to probably Dane as he's connecting with nature, and she's gonna just sit by him, her tail
What
kind of
is-
flicking as she's watching you with the small cat.
What does Dane feel around Seraphine?
That's a good question. Let's give it to the audience. Audience, should I give Dane an insight to Seraphine, or should I not? That's the audience's choice.
So
Option one,
and option 2.
he gets some info on Seraphine. Option 2, she remains a mystery.
I also realized a couple sessions ago that I actually have the spell Speak with Animals.
No
So-
way.
I can, and it's
That
always
is-
prepared.
Yeah,
That's
that is
so
a
funny.
feature from the Paladin
Oath of the Ancients.
Oath of the Ancients. Yeah.
Mhm.
That is hilarious.
So I can cast
One of
that
my
at
favorite
any
abilities.
time.
Wow.
Oh, have you played this specific one before? Dane? The Oath of the
Yes.
Ancients?
That was my very first D&D character. Was a paladin named. No, actually, no. Second D&D character was a paladin named Malark, who was an Oath of the Ancients.
Nice, nice.
That's cool.
Oath of the Ancients, I feel like, is just really powerful.
Oh yeah, I love it.
So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying being an Oath of the Ancients. Did you know that at one point my character will cease to age if she gets to a high enough level?
In Paladin, I mean, you could always switch to others.
Yeah, like I could always switch to like multi-classing, but I don't really expect Rayla to do that. So
You know, in a world where multi-classing makes you lose your chance at immortality, I'm surprised that there's so many multi-classed people out there.
yeah. Alrighty, so the poll is getting closed. All votes 100% for option 1. The audience
Hey.
wants.
The lore, as it was stated. Okay. Okay. So you're connecting to nature. You've noticed the pain, and you're doing your thing, and it's been a while. You're really starting to feel that energy and
Guys,
the
sorry.
life.
What if Kaya's sister is Seraphine? Imagine.
The lore!
The whole time she was with us!
Oh,
The whole time.
No.
That's
You all know
true.
this is going to be the patron to Zilli.
How did you know?
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
much
kidding.
more likely.
No,
Okay, sorry,
Don't you
you
know
continue.
that Seraphine is actually Rayla's dead brother reincarnated?
Reincarnated into a female cat.
yeah.
And Paige's parent.
And
It's all of
Paige's
them,
fa-
actually.
Wait,
And-
the same one.
And it's Dane's soulmate. Or Castil's soulmate. Sorry,
No,
not
that was
Dane.
his soulmate, Dane. No.
Dane. Sorry, not Dane. Castil. It's
Castil's
Castil's
soulmate.
soulmate. That's what I meant. And it's Castil's.
Wow, who knew this cat could be all this?
Sorry.
No.
Sarah.
So you're feeling it out. You're starting to get a good pulse on the energy out here. When suddenly you feel a strong energy. It's very small, like a small portion of what you're sensing, but it's very strong. And you feel a little warmth against your leg, and you realize that powerful energy is coming from right next to you. Do you want to open your eyes, or what do you want to do when you realize this?
It might break his trance just slightly, to the point that he would because he just felt something warm touch his side, so he would open his eyes to see what it is.
Make note. Seraphine.
He would make note of Seraphine and kind of go back to meditating. He might dwell a little bit on it, see if there's any more he can glean from it, but he's not going to try and pry into this being that clearly has a lot more power than he does at the moment.
Make a sanity check for me, please.
Guys, did you see
That's a
what
5.
Celebron said?
What eldritch horror did I unlock?
Celebron 993 said the warmth you felt was a peace stream. From the
I mean, that was my
cat.
first thought, but I wasn't gonna say it.
I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that.
Marking its territory.
I can't unsee that in my head.
Mine now.
Oh no. Okay. So you just had a little I'll just pry a little into this, sense a little more about this energy, and you just get slapped in the face, metaphorically, with this burst of energy and images flying in your head. You can't really grasp onto anything. Years are passing by. It's like the seasons are flying by. And you have the smallest glimpse of a woman with a mask made of a mirror with a crack across the eye. And she has hair that's floating upwards and glowing eyes as she's staring right at you. And then that flitters away and another thing passes into your mind, and you can feel that this cat is more than just someone's familiar. They're best way to put it is it's their champion. So someone has made this cat their champion.
Guys, my sister made this cat.
I'm more thinking a god made the cat.
My sister became a god because she made Moliensi seeds.
Could be the same person.
Same person. And you get that sense amongst all these different things you're seeing, years flashing by, and your brain can barely handle the amount of energy and force that is coming from this cat as you try and pry a little bit into her energy source. And from that, you rolled a 5, so you get a little effect from this. Woohoo!
I will hear what this effect is before I decide what Castil does.
Let's see. I believe this is a long term because it's 9 to 5 is short term, 5 to 2 is long term.
You just put 5 in both.
Sorry. I mean, wait.
4 to 9? Or, sorry, 6 to 9?
Yeah. Because you get long term before you lose a piece of sanity, and a piece of sanity only is lost at 1. So. Yeah, but we'll say it's a long-term one. Why not? Sure. That's fun. Oh, this is the wrong one. This one. That's the wrong one, too. Oh, no. This one. Haha. Okay, long-term madness. Roll 1d10. And
Oh boy.
yeah.
Two.
Okay, so for 20 hours you will experience this effect. Roll another d100.
Oh boy. I like the hundreds.
They're fun to roll.
There needs to be more of them in this game. 17.
17. Okay, the character experiences vivid hallucinations and has disadvantage on ability checks for 20 hours.
Oh.
That's bad.
Guys, I don't think I should go into that city.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh no.
Wow.
Well, no, but we're spending like basically the whole
8
day
hours.
tomorrow
No, you
traveling
can't.
to the city.
Well,
Alright.
we did determine that Castil was going to be taking 2 watches tonight.
Oh. Wait, he was? I don't remember us finalizing the watches.
We didn't finalize it, but I
didn't
did say that he
finalize
could take 2.
You did optionally do it.
And no one
Castil
opposed.
should lead the party, Steve Weber says.
With his
Yeah, I
hallucination.
think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Watch out! Steel Forge is invading! Where?
Where? Right there! What are you? Wow.
If you want to whisper any of those hallucinations to me, I will play Castil as if he sees them, and no one else
Okay.
does.
We will do that.
Castil
And you can also
needs
put in
to
any
take a
UPB. He needs to take a watch to experience this.
Well,
Yep.
he starts on watch 2.
How do you react when you first snap back to yourself?
He's going to spontaneously just jump away from the cat. Almost as if it had spooked him, because it has, and he's just going to be wide-eyed staring at it.
And as you jump away from the cat, she turns and looks at you, and as she does, you see that mirrored face just replace hers. And then it goes back to the cat, and she's just tilting her head at you.
I'm gonna go over there, and he's just gonna go and sit next to Paige
Castil, you
with
alright?
the cat on the other side. Yeah, I'm good.
Kaya will go over and just like pick up the cat and like, or at least try to pick up the cat and just like pet the cat while she's like watching. Like, what happened?
Where's your other cat while you're doing this?
Oh, she made it a little bed and gave it some meat.
Okay.
Um,
You like, Seraphine's yelling as you pick her up, but as you start petting her, she starts rubbing her face all over your hand to get rid of the other cat's scent.
well, wouldn't the other cat scent
Throughout
be
the
just
rest of the
like
night, Castil's.
hers? Oh, sorry.
I was say throughout the rest of the night, Castil is going to be like glancing at the cat periodically, just keeping it at a distance, but keeping an eye on it as well.
Okay.
Um,
And I would say like every other time you look at the cat, there's something different about it that you're experiencing from your hallucinations. Where like it might have horns, or it might have wings, or maybe it's glaring at you with a crooked smile. Like you're getting weird stuff every time you look at it, like every other time.
That cat is not natural.
Rayla will finish the meat stew, and she will pour herself a bowl and like hold it close to her so nobody can put anything in it. And she's going to specifically pour herself a bowl that has no mushrooms in it at all. She's gonna avoid the mushrooms. And then she's gonna kind of like scooch back and just be like, okay, if anybody wants any, you can have some. And she just has her tiny little bowl, and she's gonna go like against a fallen log or whatever, and just kind of like just eat it while like making sure nobody else can see it.
That would be horrible if someone like pretend like put something in her soup and was like, haha, funny. Like
Yeah, and then she's like, all right, I'm not eating this anymore.
that'd be horrible.
Okay, so you guys are eating food.
Does
Kind of
everyone
getting
eat
ready.
it?
Does everyone eat it?
Except Paige, obviously. But-
Except
I
Paige.
mean, Castil would try it.
Kaya would, she'd get a bowl and like try it and be like, and not like it at all because she's not used to it. And so then she would just get 2 like little bowls and just pour them for each of the cats and just like give it to them. Making sure there's like extra meat in it. And then she would go sit by Castil and she'd be like, so the cat, are you okay?
I don't know what that cat is. But it's terrifying, in my opinion.
Did you see something?
It's strong. And it keeps smiling at me. There was a lady's face. Where? Oh, I assume a lady. I didn't see her face. It was a mask, but.
She'll like gently like start rubbing your back because you're like shaking a little bit, and she'll be like, "Tell me about this lady. Like, what did you see?"
He's gonna look down, drop his soup, just like. Not much. She was just floating in the air.
In the air. How?
I don't remember much. This was while I was meditating, and I peeked at it. I could sense the cat, and I peeked at the cat, if that makes any sense. So there wasn't like scenery. There was scenery. There's so much of it.
So you looked at the cat and you saw a woman?
Do you not see the woman right there? Yes, I did.
Maybe you should get some rest. I could take your watch for you if you like. You don't seem well. I can make sure to keep both the cats away from you.
I mean, the other one's fine. He's actually quite cute. But yes, thank you. And he will stand up, go to the other side away from the cat, and sit back down.
She's like, oh, okay. She just got rejected by him, and I'm just walking away. It's like, okay. And then she'll just go take care of both the cats. She's trying to get them to not hate each other right now.
Seraphine seems like very unimpressed with this cat. And if it ever comes close, she's just like with one paw, like pushing it away.
She'll grow to like it.
Sometimes smacks it if it gets too close.
Wait, what's the other cat's reaction?
If you're trying to get it to make friends with Seraphine, it's really trying. But by like the 3rd time it being smacked, it's now looking at you and its ears are down, its tail's a little tucked between its legs, and it looks just very like, do I have to keep trying?
Kaya would just sigh and just pick up the cat and just
It relaxes
contemplate.
and starts purring as you're holding it.
Give Seraphine a look, just like, ha, I'm the new favorite.
It does that. It's like, ha, she picked me up. Seraphine just.
I feel
kisses
like
and-
this cat would just be like kind of like naive and just like not have any idea what's going on. Just very curious and just like not like know that it's the favorite. It would just be like,
Hmm.
oh, friend. Oh, not friend.
Not friend. Okay, it looks at Seraphine and Seraphine hisses at it. Seems displeased that you're holding it.
I'll call Seraphine over to me. Even though I actually don't know the cat's name. I'm just like, here.
You don't know Seraphine's name? I thought everyone
Did ever? I don't think it was announced in the party, was it?
I think Zilli
It
did.
was.
Zilli,
Yeah.
Zilli mentioned it to Kaya. I don't know if anyone
Yeah,
else heard.
She like only mentioned it to Kaya.
Because I thought you knew the name because of Zaddy.
Oh
he
yeah,
said
no,
who he was
that's right. It
looking
was
for, and you
Zaddy.
said-
It was Zaddy that said it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
You
do
know the
remember
name.
this. Yes.
yeah,
It was
so
in session 10.
that's right. So I'll just be like, Seraphine, you want to come over here? She's finished her meal at this point and has put all of her gear away.
Seraphine immediately gets up and tail held high, almost like sauntering away from Kaya and the cat as she heads over to Rayla.
Steve is imposing himself onto your cat, Kaya.
Its name is Steve.
Yes. I'm gonna take Seraphine kind of like into my arms if she'll let me, and just kind of like, well, actually, rather than taking her into her arms, she'll just kind of like set down her pouch and kind of like squish down some of the squishy parts to make kind of like a nice comfy bed for Seraphine if she wants it. And just kind of be like, hey, if you want to sleep right here, you're fine. If you want to chill with me. But also, it's totally fine if you don't want to.
She'll lay down next to you and licks her paws and just chills.
I'm assuming Zilli is right next to Rayla.
Yes, she is.
Okay, Rayla's gonna kind of put like one arm around you, as you guys are kind of like sitting, leaning back against this like log, and she's going to be like, "All right, Zilli, time to get some rest. I'm on first watch, so I'll wake you up once it's your turn, okay?"
Okay, and she's going to like lay her head on your shoulder, and her tail drapes over Seraphine.
Oh. Rayla's gonna call out to everyone else and be like, "All right, everybody, get some rest. Got a long day tomorrow. We'll wake each other up for watches. Sound good?
Okay.
Right. As the night gets darker, Rayla will try and like stamp out some of the fire a little bit. So there isn't there's not like any light drawing people in. But also to make sure that fire doesn't spread at all.
Okay.
And she'll kind of like lean Zilli a little bit more against the pack to kind of like as she's asleep, just kind of like gently shifting her so she can like go and watch around. There is something I would like to do during my watch.
Okay.
Rayla is going to kind of like on the other side. So she has her giant pack. I also totally forgot she also has the bag of holding that has a bunch of stuff in it. So she'll reach into her bag of holding. And she's going to pull out a note that she has crumpled into a ball. And well, okay, technically it's like in like a little tiny keepsake box. And she opens the box, and the crumpled ball paper is in there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's also like a rolled scroll in there, and a signet ring, and a couple other things in there. But nobody knows what's in there. And she'll shut that and put it back in the bag of holding. And then I would like to withdraw a map, and I'd like to compare this scrap of paper to a map.
Do you want a world map or the Arkukari map?
The Arkukari map, and if it's not yielding any results, then the world map.
Okay. I've not uploaded this paper into it, but you have it, so you can start looking, and I will upload it real quick so audience can see what it is.
Yeah, here, I can actually put it on screen.
Oh, you have it? Perfect.
You guys just give me 1 second to get this up on screen for y'all.
Well, too bad. You get 2 seconds.
Oh no.
Oh no, time's up.
Oh no, oh no. Okay. Alright, y'all.
You ain't ready for this note.
This is my scrap of paper that is completely crumpled, and all those lines on it are actual like drawn lines. As I would like to compare the map. Can I make a roll for it, or do I just have to compare?
Try comparing, and then if you want a hint, roll for it.
Okay. Hold on, guys. I gotta bring it up on my phone real quick, because I'm like, I need to kind of like hold it up here. Okay. But yeah, chat, if you see anything, if you see comparisons, I put the map next to it for you guys, let me know. Okay. Let's see. Because it's kind of like... Is there anything that's... Sorry, guys. The comparison here.
You gotta think about this.
Because, like, maybe are these lines, like, mountains? Are they... territories? Can I get a hint?
Yeah, roll for... Let's see, if you're comparing to map, I feel like that'd be survival because you're, like, reading a map. No?
Or it could be, like, history, maybe?
History?
I don't know.
I mean,
You did one for
either,
like
either or.
map.
It could be investigation.
Oh,
You're
yeah!
trying to see what
Investigation.
those
We're
are.
gonna do investigation.
Wow.
That's
Yep,
good.
nailed it.
Or insight.
Oh, insight too. Yeah, either one of those. Investigation or insight. Yeah, I forgot about those ones.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about those two. We're gonna do insight. That is going to be a 18.
18. Okay, real quick for the other players, if you guys want to see this, it's the mysterious note under the handouts. You guys
Oh,
can
wait,
look at
but
it
they
too if you
don't
want.
know what the note looks like.
No, but it's for them to have something to do.
That's true. If you guys want to compare.
If they want to look at it.
Okay.
Okay,
18.
He's trash.
this was an investigation, correct?
That's
yeah.
a joke. I have
No,
no idea.
insight.
It's trash.
It is insight.
Insight. Okay. Let me make sure I'm getting this right too. I need to look at it.
You're
online as
like,
well.
what did I
Like,
write
wait a
down for
minute.
this?
What did I do? Okay. Yes.
Yeah, Steve Weber says they both have little detail.
You feel like this image was used off of the world map.
Okay, so could we zoom it out to the world map then?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, there's a world attached to this continent? What the heck?
Wait, you knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I
yeah,
thought the
did.
world was flat.
This is just the first time we've seen it on stream.
Okay. And you feel like this is of our Kukari, but it's like a large part of our Kukari.
What? Like the main mass?
Yes. So it's like using landmarks.
It's
No,
a
I think
treasure
it actually
map.
be easier. Let me see. I think this would actually be easier. I'm gonna do a little thing.
Is it?
I'm gonna do a little thing, and I think this will be easier for you to do it.
Wait, is it marking the river? So would that mean that it's trying to mark it at Everton?
You feel like you're on the right track, but that's not the right destination.
You're pulling up the note on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them on here. Oh, I can't get it to the right dimension.
There we go.
Is this the right dimension?
I think so.
We're gonna hope so.
That looks like the right dimension.
Okay, my plan might not work. I thought it would work. Oh, wait. Can this work?
Guys, this is real-time investigative work.
This is real time. Yep. Oh no!
You know, you could just Control-C, Control-V if you want to duplicate the map.
I think she's trying to change the dimensions to fit with the map.
There you go. And then how do I? This is a new thing I'm messing with. Seeing if it will do what I want. But it doesn't look like it's going to. I wanted to make it somewhat see-through, so then you could just move it around.
Oh, the
But
opacity.
it's not working. It's not working.
So if you right-click on it, it should...
Reach your front, send to backlog, transform, No. I don't think it lets me control the capacity. Wait, there should be a way to, though.
Wait. Can you move them?
Oh. Oops.
Oh no, the map moved.
My bad.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay, I figured out how to do it. Okay. Wait, that
Something
didn't
to
work.
do with the lake? That's what I'm like trying to think. Is it the lake?
Okay.
Is it
Then-
the correct size? I also do not have control over the token.
I'm fixing that. Okay, can you move it?
I can.
Okay,
Does it
you
need
should
to be
also-
bigger? I cannot make it bigger.
I'll put you on the other map so I can check. But you
Right
need to
there, Mike.
delete the map that's pulled up for you so the audience can see what you're doing.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah.
you put on the
That
screen.
could have been over in Steelforge. There's that little peninsula by Odinvale that might line up with some part of it.
Let's see.
I think this is too
Yeah, kind of
small.
lake shaped.
It's too
Yeah,
small
no,
still.
it's in the correct position, I think.
I don't see it anymore.
No, I moved you guys onto a different.
Yeah, no, Steve was asking if it was flipped on accident or something.
Mm.
No, it's in the right position. Like, it's in the right horizontal
Yeah,
position.
that's what I was saying.
Did I shave it? What did I do this on? I did it on this app. Trying to remember where I did it originally. Make sure I'm getting it right.
Was you brother old man consequences?
Consequences.
Old
I'm
man
sorry, Holy Light One.
consequences.
I don't understand.
That's a deep cut. That's a deep cut. Don't worry.
Oh,
Don't worry about
I get it. I get it.
Sorry, it played a commercial. My app to do that. It scared me.
can
Okay.
we go to the other map?
Do this. No,
No.
I'm making it the right size,
Okay, well,
and it's
I mean,
not quite right. I can't get it the right exact size. Okay.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's reference. Yeah. We're back.
I'm gonna do it on this one. Now I don't remember which one I did it on. I thought I did it on that one originally, but
Wah.
guess I didn't.
Oh, there's no map anymore for me to or paper for me to manipulate.
I'm so evil.
It's because you've lost the map. You used it too much and ripped it.
You didn't take well enough care of it. It's gone now.
No.
I know what it's supposed to line up to, but it's not. Oh, I was lining up to the wrong thing. That's a
Do you know what it's supposed to line up to?
I do, and I lined it up to the wrong thing. But now I got it figured out. I'm sorry. They look similar. Okay.
What is going on here?
I may have figured it out.
I'm actually impressed if you already figured it out.
Am I supposed to share with the class my thoughts, or am I supposed to
No.
let her do it herself?
Let her do it.
I thought this was the
Originally-
point of showing them.
No.
No.
I
For
asked
them to figure
chat.
it out, not for them.
Well, I'm not
For you.
chat. I'm different. If chat figures it out, chat can help you, but not me.
Chat, I need you.
I have an idea of where it could be.
I have a thought. It kind of. Oh, that's kind of fun.
Could be over there.
Yeah,
Ah!
it has to be here.
I got it correct for the most part.
It has to be here.
It's good
It
enough.
has to be here.
Okay.
It's not going to fit the dimensions perfectly, but it is pretty on there.
Okay.
So, this is a very big parchment. It will probably hang off, and that's okay. That's your hint.
I was thinking something kind of like this. Oh. Because if it's like this, then it could be right there next to Amdon and Philobus. This spot here. Where's my notebook?
Do you roll for insight?
That spot?
Yeah, I did roll an 18 with my insight.
No, again.
Oh.
To see if you're right or not.
But I never got a result from my 18 before.
18 is the correct proportioning, and
Okay.
and also the hint about it being off the map, and the last place you said, I was like, no.
Okay. Alrighty, that is a 15.
Okay, with your 15 and considering your 18, I'm considering your 18 in this.
Okay.
You feel like you are pretty darn close. Like it is. You're not sure exactly where it is. It might be a little closer to Amdon, maybe a little closer to Flobis, but it's in that exact area is where your brother marked.
Which is interesting.
And you feel like maybe he did it in this crazy way so that nobody else would think anything of it when he gave it to you.
That's Damien.
Do you want me to mark it on the Arkukari map for you, or?
Yeah, if you want to mark it on the Arkukari map, I'd appreciate it. Don't take us off there. Yeah, I gotta write this in my notes real quick. Let me just write this down, and then I'll tell you how she reacts real quick.
Okay.
That is what I thought it was, by the way.
Oh, really?
If anyone's
I'm
curious,
impressed you
yes.
figured that out already. That's
It kind of looks like a
amazing.
little walking man. You've got like his hand back here, one hand back here, and then he's got like another hand hanging out over here, and then he's got like his two little legs. And then I can't ping. It's too many pings. I'll just draw. Hold on.
Are we sure Greg doesn't have long-term madness? No, I'm just
See,
kidding.
you've got one leg here, one leg here, and it sort of connects up here, and then he's sort of got one
It's
hand
a
back
T-Rex.
here, and then he's got one hand over here, and this is his head.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna ask what you guys found out, but I basically figured that out
Yeah, you figured
a while ago.
Yep.
Okay.
But this part on my chart, because of the way I did it, this part was totally not here. It was more like down here. So to be fair, I
yeah,
would have been way off.
I knew it was like gonna be somewhere on that end, cause like just judging by how far he would travel and the lengths of time he's been gone, he would be gone. Like
Mhm.
I didn't think it would be much further.
So we gonna go find this guy, or
Well, he's dead.
He's dead.
Hey. We've seen undead before. We're trapped.
That's what we
Right.
think, anyways.
mean-
He could.
He's
I believe in faking his
very
life,
dead.
death.
There's no chance to resurrect him. Kind of dead.
My death has been greatly exaggerated.
Exaggerate.
Oh yeah, I literally witnessed it myself.
Exactly.
Again.
Great exaggeration.
Exactly.
Ah, yes. So Rayla kind of like sees this and so she's comparing the two maps, right? Or the map and then the scribbled drawings and kind of like overlaying it and like pulling it away. And once it clicks that this is pointing to an actual location, she kind of like sucks in a quick breath and crumbles the paper back into a ball.
Oh.
And she's almost like frozen for a moment. In this moment, like her looking at this, to her almost feels like an act of being a traitor to the country. Like looking at this, her brother was a traitor, and the fact that he left this as a last message for her, it's almost like, oh gosh. And so what she's going to do is she's actually going to like take a moment and she'll like slowly uncrumple the paper again, compare it one more time just to be sure, and then she's going to crumple it up one more time. she's going to mark on the map just like a little dot, so that way it doesn't get like forgotten, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she did put out the fire, but I'm assuming that there are some coals or like embers.
Yeah.
She's going to take the paper, and she's going to throw it onto the coals.
Oh, okay.
And she will burn the last message her brother ever gave her in the fire.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah. It is now ash, and she makes sure that it is ash. She'll fold up her map nicely. It's very well loved. And she will slide it back in with the rest
that
of...
noise.
Yeah, I don't know what that noise is. But she'll
Kai,
slide
could
it...
you mute yourself for a moment? I think it was Kai's background.
Oh, okay. She'll slide it in back with her little tiny box of knickknacks. And, like, kind of pause looking at some of the things in the box, but snap it shut, put it back into her bag, and just take a deep breath. And she'll spend the rest of her watch quietly pacing.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me with disadvantage because you were very distracted for a good portion of it.
This is for the watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am human and do not have dark vision and am blind in one eye, wouldn't it already be disadvantage?
Disadvantage anyways.
Okay, so am I rolling perception?
Yes.
Okay. That actually was not that bad. That is an 11.
Okay. With an 11, you do hear that the new cat, is making some noises, purring mostly as it's sleeping, and beyond that, you don't notice much. It seems that Castil's flinching in his sleep once in a while. It seems okay though. From what you can tell, it seems okay.
Okay. In that case, as everything seems going smoothly, she knows that it's Zilli and Castil on the next watch, right?
Yes. Unless he was giving it to Kaya. Did he give it to Kaya?
It was mentioned. I don't think he had told anyone. I don't know if Kaya told anyone.
Well, I don't... Is he gonna be, like, asleep? Is he sleeping right now?
He is sleeping right now, because he needs to at least get his 4 hours.
Yeah. Everyone should be asleep right now. It's just who Rayla's waking up.
We'll just say that Kaya mentioned it, because she probably would have before she went to sleep.
But I had such a funny thing planned to wake him up.
You can wake him up in the morning.
It was
She
so
was
funny.
going to drop the cat on him again.
Drop the other cat this
I was
time.
waiting for that.
Good morning. Drop.
Here's the cat. You sure she told Rayla? Because I could still do something funny, uncat related.
She would have told her.
Okay.
Alright, she told her. So you know to wake up Zilli and Kaya.
And Kaya. Alrighty. Also, during this, does she notice Castil, like making any movements or...
Yeah, he's like flinching once in a while in his sleep.
Okay. Rayla's just going to kind of be like, nightmares.
You will notice though, by like this time, when you go to like wake up Kaya, you will notice that the cat moved from the bed you made and she's actually like laying on Castil's chest, sleeping on him.
That's really funny, actually. I think I'd like to imagine that when the cat got up and started walking towards Castil, that like she like paused and Rayla and her like made eye contact, and Rayla just kind of like nods, and the cat just nods and goes onto Castil. Like they just yes, we acknowledge each other here. But anyways. So she'll go over and she'll wake up Zilli first, very gently, kind of like, hey, it's your watch. Everything's good.
So she gets up, she stretches, rubs her eye, and goes to do a watch.
Yeah, and I'll go over to Kaya and I'll gently shake her awake as well.
And when you see Kaya, she's like curled around this like tiny baby cat, just sleeping with little tiny. And she'll wake up and she'll immediately check on the cat and pick it up and go sit to take watch.
Okay, nice, awesome.
Okay.
All right, Rayla will go back over to where her backpack is, and seeing that nobody's using it, she will use it as a pillow for herself and kind of curl up as tight as she can around it.
Kaya will like turn back and be like, Rayla, do you want to use like I have like.
No, I'm okay, but thank you. I prefer to use my own things. I appreciate that though.
Okay.
Okay. Kaya and Zilli, anything you want to do while you're taking your watch? Oh my goodness. I almost had a long rest.
Kaya's not gonna say much. She's mainly just gonna be playing with the cat. With like little pebbles and sticks and just kind of finding a way to pass the time.
Okay.
There's an absolutely adorable new cat, so she's looking at it.
I imagine her like looking at it really close like a child and just like almost as if like asking permission to like pet the cat, but just not saying anything, just staring with wide eyes.
Yeah, basically.
And Kaya will like she like made like a little stick with like a feather on it or something, and she'll like give it to Zilli and be like, do you want to try? Like,
Zilli will take it, not really know what to do.
well, she's been doing like playing with it for like a long time now, so she's like watched her like.
Oh. Okay, then yeah, she'll just like kind of wave it around for the cat.
Okay, the cat does play with the toy as you're like waving it around.
She giggles a little bit.
And other than that, Kaya doesn't really say anything. She just kind of looks at this cat like longingly.
What's its name?
Kaya will be like, name? Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I've never really had a pet before.
She looks up at Kaya. Pet?
An animal that you keep around that's like your friend. Steve really wants us to name it after him.
Do it!
Should we do it a high or low?
Higher, low.
Hello,
I'm
naming the
down.
cat Steve. I don't even think Gaia would
Steve's
even
awesome.
think of that name.
Well,
She'll just kind of stare at the cat. She won't even like really come up with a name. She's just kind of really lost in thought. I think after a while she'll say something like when it's like really late and it's been like an hour or so, I don't know. She'll be like, yeah, I used to really not like animals. Or cats.
What changed?
Well, my sister, she really, really liked animals and plants and everything living. Especially cats. Which is why I chose a cat, because it just reminds me of her. You know, right before she went missing, in her sketchbook, she drew a picture of Serafina. And I don't know why. I've never met her. I've never seen her. I don't know what it means at all. But I don't know.
What was your sister's name?
Amara.
And with that, Zilli is just gonna gently reach out to the cat, pet it a little bit, pick it up, and hold it out to Kaya. Amara.
She kind of like smiles and yeah. Though, isn't it a little weird to name your pet after somebody you know?
Zilli shrugs. You said she liked cats. I think this is sweet.
I mean, growing up, I used to name all my stuffed animals and such after my best friend.
Yeah, that's fair. She's
Technically,
never
my
had a
family-
pet before, so she doesn't know how to name a pet.
I mean, technically, my family's first dog was named after a long line of cats that my dad grew up with. So,
She'd kind of just stare off for a moment and be quiet, and then she'd be like, "Yeah, I like that name."
Steve says, I literally named it after myself.
Its middle name can be Steve.
I will
Yay!
name you.
Amara
Amara
Steve
Steve.
Arcane.
Steve is the code name for the cat.
Steve.
wait.
Official.
Is the cat a boy or a girl?
Well, I guess it's a girl, because we just named
Then
it
I think-
Amara.
I think it would be Amara Stephanie.
But Steve, though.
But
It's definitely. Well, I mean, you can give. Yeah, I mean, you can have Steve be the middle name officially.
Steve is
You cannot-
gender neutral.
when referring to the cat, Steve.
Steve.
At least it's better than what my brother named all of his many reincarnations of his familiars. He literally named his first one. It was like Mug Cap or something like that, right? And then it died really fast, and so he like summoned a new one and was like, "All right, you are now one."
One.
And then each one that would like die. And
I
get
thought he
brought
was
back.
2 because 1 died.
Oh yeah, because one died, but he had an actual name. So the next guy was 2. Then it was
He's
3.
like, why am I
and-
2? We were like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Each of them were just numbers.
No, naming the cat Amara and then the cat dying would be horrible.
It's familiar. You can call it back. It'll be fine.
Yeah, see, Steve is
That's
gender
probably
neutral.
fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. Yeah. Yeah.
I wrote it in the
Alright.
journal. Now it's canon. Amara Steve Arcane.
Arcane. Okay, anything. Sorry.
Yeah, Zilli will continue playing with Amara the cat. And ask, are pets typically small like this one?
I guess they are. I'm not sure. I haven't had a whole lot of experience. I mean, they could probably get to be the size of a wolf or even a horse if you would consider it.
And now she is imagining this tiny kitten the size of a horse.
That's fair.
And she's just gonna say, "That's a really big cat."
Kaya's not even gonna correct her. She's gonna be like, "Yeah, that sounds beautiful. I want that cat."
But with that, I don't think she's gonna ask any more questions. She is enraptured by the cat.
Okay.
Yep.
Will you either both of you roll individually for perception, or one of you roll with advantage, please?
What's your perception?
My perception.
Greg, where's your cat?
My passive perception or my
Perception check.
it's +4.
Okay, then I think you should do it with advantage.
Greg, you're muted.
Likely my cat's in the room, but just hiding. He
Ah.
likes to do that.
Okay, I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, as you guys are talking, you do hear some noises close by. And it sounds like something large is moving towards you guys through the foliage.
Zilli pulls
Oh,
out her
shoot.
stick.
Kaya will pull out her dagger, just like in response to Zilli pulling out her stick. And then, is there anything else we can tell?
It's large, moving through the bushes. With a dirty 20, I'd say you think it has hoofs.
Audience, should I investigate or should I wake everyone else right now?
Okay, option 1, investigate. Option 2, wake everyone up. Let's see, guys.
I have invisibility now, so I could use that potentially. Or
I actually have that too.
We both have
Invisibility.
invisibility.
Me 3.
Everyone has invisibility. Oh,
I
no,
don't.
I do.
I don't have
I
invisibility.
practically
You practice it.
Ah.
Yeah.
I have disadvantage on stealth checks due to my armor.
Yeah, let's not
Oh.
wake her up. Let's wake everyone up.
Also, she's sleeping in her armor.
This makes sense.
I am most comfortable when I am impervious to all physical forms of attack.
Guys, I finished it. It's all gone.
Oh my goodness.
The OJ.
Nice.
Mission accomplished.
Okay.
You're making me crave a special drink and not just water.
Yeah. All right, poll is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and option 1 has won.
Wait, which one was option 1?
That was investigate.
All right.
Did you see my message real quick, Emily?
Oh,
Investigate the noise.
nope. That's
Okay,
the answer.
so one. Cool. Cool,
Okay.
investigate.
All right, so Kaya's gonna like carefully get up. She's still like holding this dagger, and she never pulls out her dagger, like ever. But just because Zilli had a stick, she just like instantly thought to pull out her dagger. And she's like, she'll basically like gesture to Zilli to be quiet, and then she will cast her invisibility. Look at it.
Invisibility. That does interrupt your long rest if you cast the spell, though. Do you want to proceed with casting the spell?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
So you essentially got like a short rest, I think, because it was an hour,
Yeah.
2 hours. Yeah, you've had like a short rest, but you have not had a long rest.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast it, and then I'm gonna go forward. I don't know if Zilli's following me, but that's what I'm gonna do.
Zilli will follow. She is more of a darker color, so she's going to stay within the shadows.
Okay. Both of you roll for stealth, and Kaya gets advantage for that.
She is invisible. It's Amara. Yeah, Steve. Amara, Steve. Arcane is the last name.
Alright, stealth.
He's saying that the
I am-
cat goes quiet into sneaky mode.
I am calling on my audience inspiration.
Ooh.
I got
okay.
14.
14.
Okay. So when the player calls on audience inspiration, it means we're going to pull up a poll where you get to choose to give her either advantage or disadvantage on her roll, or no effect, if you really want to be dicey. TikTok, you can also put your vote. Just put it in the TikTok chat. I will see all the messages, and they will affect into the vote, so be sure to add those in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, it is starting.
Gotta make those votes.
Yeah. Gotta vote.
Make those votes.
We should have like voting music or something. Like it just starts
Jeopardy.
playing when a poll opens.
Start playing Jeopardy.
No, we'll get copyrighted.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Oh,
see.
the world of the internet. I can't play what I want to play. So sad.
So rude.
So sad.
I had to go through with the invisibility because I promised the audience that I'd use invisibility, so had to be done.
While we're at it, Castil might want my personal inspiration. Have it. Sure, inspiration, Castil.
It's from Steve.
He needs
Steve is
it.
voting disadvantage on you.
Steve,
Oof.
how could you? We gave the cat's middle name.
We're trying to keep baby
Steve.
Steve safe.
TikTok, put
Baby
advantage or disadvantage into the chat, whether or not you want the player to have advantage or disadvantage on this roll. TikTok on the clock.
And that's where we stop, so we don't get DMCA or whatever.
No copyright. No copyright here.
No.
Not at all.
Ah, yes, joining 2 hours late. Late, but we're happy to have you anyways.
Welcome
it's
in, Cedric.
better late than never. There we go.
Yes, fashionably late.
Fashionably late. A wizard is never late nor early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Uh-huh.
I do have a high or low for chat when Castil wakes up.
Oh no, guys.
Holy
no.
Light One is voting for chaos.
And Professor Foghorn. Guys, we're tied on advantage, disadvantage. TikTok, we need your help to split the vote here.
Someone's gotta change. Or keep going. Or change.
Oh no! It's getting worse! Skinkle is voting disadvantage.
No!
Okay, we're ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the poll. Okay, got TikTok's votes and all of the advantages. Okay, in the end, advantage won.
Oh,
Barely.
thank goodness.
Barely.
Oh, thank goodness. Because I rolled a natural 1.
Oh!
Oh my god.
You let out a scream, seeing that Kaya has disappeared. You're horrified.
All
You
right,
wake everyone up.
Okay. We gotta keep going.
Funny.
I have things we need to hit. Let's go.
You're like, I've got
That makes it a
story
12.
beats.
Gotta go. Alright, 12 and 14. But I guess let me actually look at what his perception is instead of just guessing. I guess I'll be responsible like that.
I thought we weren't fighting any more monsters.
In my campaigns? Please. Just kidding.
I thought we did everything we could to make sure we weren't found.
I'm kidding. I guess I can't say that as I'm literally looking at the monster. No. Let me see. I know where it is. If you guys got above a 10, you're very sneaky.
Yes.
Okay. You guys are sneaking into the woods. As you're sneaking, you can hear it get a little louder. You hear hoofs scraping across the ground. And you see a head bob up behind a bush and bob down. And then as it bobs up again, you see these eyes reflecting the light back at you. You know that like eerie effect of animals at night when the lights... It's like that demon eye look as what appears to be the head of a horse is pointed towards you guys. What do you want to do?
So do I think it's an actual horse?
It appears to be a horse.
Okay, can I investigate?
Roll for investigation?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll for perception or investigation? Because investigation implies like getting closer and like actually doing some thinky, pokey. Perception is like, I'm going to stare real hard.
I'll do investigation since I have a +6 on it.
You could also do insight if you want to. That's also.
+6 is preferable.
Okay. I don't know if it's going to be different or not.
And this
Okay.
was the end of Kaya.
16.
16, okay.
I'm
so
just getting a little bit closer, not too much.
you have to get a little closer. You're kind of looking, and as you're looking, you see that it is an Arabian horse, and you're pretty sure you've seen this horse before.
Oh, I'm also gonna note, when I go forward, I do like make sure Zilli stays back so that only I'm going forward. Can I do a history check on this horse?
Yeah, roll for history.
Watch it be your sister.
I got a 17.
17.
Everything's Kaya's sister.
You recognize this horse. Whoa, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
I mean, when your sister's a druid.
She could be.
You recognize this horse as the one you lost in a storm several days ago.
Lost a horse.
You did. You did.
I lost a horse.
Wait,
You did.
when? What?
Before you... Okay. There was that big storm. You got separated from your horse. The druid helped you and you made it to where you were when you ran into the party.
Oh, I was thinking that was like months ago. I was
I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
it's been like a week and a half, maybe.
No,
Okay, okay.
technically, if we're looking at the calendar, since we've met each other, it has been 5 days.
And then you had like 2 days traveling, and then there
No.
was the storm. No, I mean for Kaya.
Oh, I was like,
5
no, we
days.
met each other
It's been
5
about
days
like
ago.
a week and a half since you lost your horse.
Okay. All right. What do I know about this horse?
Well, you know that this horse used to belong to your dad, and his name is Jack. And
Do I
He's
know
a-
if
he's
this
a pretty
horse
good
is
horse.
smart?
yes,
Okay.
he's fairly smart. I mean, you know that all horses tend to be a little skittish about things. Unless they're like war horses who've like been specifically trained to not react to these things, and they're like trained to actually run towards scary things that are like scary for horses. So, he's probably a little skittish, for sure. He's a riding horse. He's a good horse.
What the? Okay.
You could just let him go. You could just go back to camp. You don't have to interact with Jack if you don't want to.
She looks back at Zilli as if like their conversation summoned the horse. Because they're literally talking about a horse.
And Zilli has no reaction because she cannot see you.
Yeah, 'cause
You're invisible.
This
Yep.
is true.
Yep.
Steve says you gotta stop drinking that orange juice when you play. Loopy.
Yeah, we can see you turning into the orange because you've got the little sprout on your head.
It's fine. I'll be fine. It's okay. Okay.
Does she look a little orange to you guys?
Oh no. It's like a Willy Wonka situation.
Okay. She's gonna. Does anything look off about this horse at all? I'm still just like really
Nice.
tripped up.
Jack. I mean, he has none of the riding gear on him. It looks like maybe someone took it off. So it's just the horse.
And there's no one else around.
No one else around, just the horse.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess she will not okay, she's gonna step back and she's gonna take off her invisibility.
Okay, you're gonna just drop it.
Yeah. And then she's gonna like slowly approach the horse. Mind you, she's not good with animals. Never has been. But she's gonna approach this horse and hope that it doesn't try to kill her.
Horses can and will kill.
Yes.
Again and will. Wow, that's dark.
So she'll come out like with her hand out. I guess I don't know, what should I roll with?
Animal handling.
Animal handling. Okay. What? Okay. Here goes. Oh, I got a nat 20, guys.
Oh!
Woohoo!
Well, anyways, I guess she is good with animals.
It's Jack. It's your dad's horse. You pretty much grew up seeing this horse. So you approach Jack, and as you do, you kind of pull on this memory of what your dad would do when he was a little spooked or anxious about something, and you start whispering to him and encouraging him, and he lets you get closer, and once he kind of like starts sniffing the air, and he seems to recognize your scent, and he comes right up to you, and he allows you to stroke his forehead, and he goes
Okay.
Everyone just wakes up to a horse in camp.
I know, I was just imagining that. She's just like standing with the horse over the next person she's supposed to wake up, and she's like, I have a horse now. I don't know what to do with it, but maybe we can use it. No.
I feel like Kaya is the type of person who looks like a horse girl but isn't a horse girl.
no, no, she had the hardest time. She did not like horses growing up. Okay, so she'll carefully guide the horse back to camp. Zilli, what are you gonna do?
I just saw Skingle Dingle's comment. Peter, the horse is here.
Literally.
Well, now there's a horse, and it's a beautiful horse. Now she's enraptured by the horse.
2 additional members to the team brought by Kaya, who
Brought
never
by
liked
Kaya.
animals in the beginning.
But also seeing the horse. Now she has an even clearer picture of a horse-sized cat. She's like, that's a really big cat.
Not
I
Steve's
feel like
comment.
Kaya needs to take at least one level now in Ranger or Druid.
Holy Light One saying, Rayla, man, I could eat a horse. Don't worry, I will
Oh,
not
man.
eat the
No,
horse.
terrible.
Rayla, man, I could eat a horse. The horse.
Joke's on you. Never mind.
So Kaya would keep like looking to the horse and then looking to Zilli and then just not really sure like what to do about this, and then in the end just I think she would go over to Paige, and she'd wake him up, like by tapping him or something, and be like, "Could I borrow some rope, please?"
You wake up and there's
What?
just a giant horse coming over you.
You see him like tense up on the ground for a second. And he goes, he like sees you're like holding on to it. And he's like, yeah, sure.
His
He,
life
like,
flashed
reaches
before
over to
his
his
eyes.
bag. He like pulls out a bundle of rope and like
She,
hands it towards you.
she'd be like, she'd grab it and like look at it, and then look at you and be like, "Could you help me?"
Oh yeah. he like stands up, stretches a little bit, and then he helps with the horse. He'll
Roll for
Help
animal
get-
handling.
yeah, well it'll help as best he can.
She does
Okay.
not know how to tie knots, so
Yes, he has not gotten his full rest yet, but I assume that Kaya is helping him, so I guess it's a straight roll because he has exhaustion still.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's survival because it's not tying.
Oh, survival, sure. Well, no, it's animal handling to
Is
get
it-
close to the animal.
Okay, animal handling first. Kaya's hitting it with the "it's okay, and I'm not gonna kill you." Here's my
Not gonna
hands.
kill.
11.
11. Okay, the horse does not seem sure about you. Hasn't really interacted with birds before.
It gives the eyebrow raise.
Yeah, it does. It's like its
Yep.
feet are shifting on the ground. It's kind of dancing in place a bit, and does do a little walk sideways around Kaya a bit until she like steps over and puts a hand on his shoulder, and then he stops like going around her as you're trying to follow.
I love how he asks no questions. He's like, "Yeah, sure, I got you." Like,
You're
not
about
where
to
did this horse
wrestle a
come
horse.
from?
Okay.
Paige is the ultimate wingman.
Quite
True,
literally.
actually. What
Quite
the?
literally.
What the? That's actually facts.
Seji! Oh my gosh, that was a freaking hilarious
Oh.
comment. But she doesn't
Real.
know how to tie knots. Me, when people ask why I haven't gotten married. That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Nice. That's awesome.
I can't relate though, unfortunately.
Yes. Unfortunately, Emily can no longer relate to this joke.
Mhm. No
Not
longer.
relatable anymore. Okay. So yeah, he'll come up to it with like the rope. He's like
Just comment.
kind of dragging his feet. He's kind of like half awake. He is exhausted and was just woken up.
She's like slowly regretting waking him up, but she's also like, "I don't know what I would do." So
Yep.
Together,
Zombie
you're
Paige.
successfully able to, get the horse and tie it up. And are you gonna tie it to a tree, or are you gonna just hold the rope? What's your plan?
she's just gonna tie it to a tree for now till everyone wakes up.
To a
Okay.
tree. Yeah.
Hey, also,
Just, like,
guys, the comments
the rope
coming in
around.
on the live stream are just fire.
They're
These are
so good, all of them.
hilarious.
They're
My
all
gosh.
so
good.
I halfway want to like derail this to just talk about every single one, but we unfortunately do not have the time. So
No, I
Make
got
a
40
reel
beats
of
to hit.
reading the comments. Oh yeah.
That's
Okay. So she'll get it tied to the tree, and then she'll turn back to Paige and be like, thanks. You can go back to sleep now.
isn't it his watch
Want.
now?
Okay. He like crawls back to his bed. He like starts to curl up and he's like, oh. And then he like crawls back out. He's like, it's my turn.
And then no, she'll be like, no, it's okay. I can cover it. I'll be good. I'm fine. So-
You sure?
yeah, you look very tired.
Yeah. He goes back to his bed.
Guys, it's character development. Kaya used to not take any watches.
That's true.
This is huge development for her. This
It
is true.
true.
And her offering to take one, whoa.
both times. Yeah.
Both times. This is a big deal.
I think I was also taking the last watch.
Is this the last watch?
No, I think the fourth one's the last watch.
Okay.
Yeah, this is third watch.
Cool.
Mhm.
Zilli, is there anything you want to do before you go back to sleep?
Nope.
Okay, go back to sleep. Castil, oh, he's gone. Never mind. Well, moving on. Kaya, for your watch, what are you going to do? If anything,
yeah.
you don't have to do anything.
She's trying to. I don't know. She's doing all the history checks she can on taking care of horses and taking care of cats. She's not really tired anymore now that this happened anyways, so.
She multi-classes as a beast master.
And she, it's just funny, because she's, not an animal person, really. So it's just really funny that she's just. Guess I own all these animals now.
You don't have to keep Jack. Just let him go.
It's too late. She already
It'd be-
awoke Paige.
I just had
It'd
to
be
resolve
really
what happened to the
funny.
horse.
Yeah, it'd be really funny if Paige wakes up and the horse is no longer there because you let it go, and he's like, "What?" He's like so confused.
Oh, that was just a dream. I don't know what you're talking
The rope's
about.
just set back in his bag.
You're
She's
having hallucinations just like him.
like, "Oh, no, it can't be.
Okay,
I thought I was sane."
that's all I'm gonna do. Do you want me to roll for perception?
Yes, please. It's a straight roll because you're alone.
Any necromancy?
I got a 9.
I think it's
Wait,
Jack.
no, I didn't.
Like
I
Frank.
got a 13.
13.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen during the night for your watch this time.
Cool.
Okay. You can wake up Rayla, and I think she was taking the watch alone.
I think so.
Okay.
Wasn't this one the one that Castil was also going to take? Or was he
Probably, but he's not here. So if he comes
Yeah.
back, he'll wake up for it.
Yeah, no, totally fine. So you could just wake up Rayla.
Okay. Yeah, so she will. She's just gonna be holding the sleeping cat, and she'll just go up to you and just stare down at you for a moment. Like, she doesn't want me to touch her, but I'm supposed to wake her up. Like, I don't know what she wants me to do. And then she'll just kind of poke your shoulder, probably.
And Rayla will kind of jerk and kind of wild-eyed, and she'll see you and she'll just be like, okay.
She's like,
Hi.
sorry. It's your turn.
And at
Thanks.
this point, Castil's also awake for his watch now, too.
Alrighty. Me and Castil on the final watch.
The cat is still on his chest,
Wait.
yes or no?
Did
Yes.
Castil just wake up on his own, though?
Yes. He only
He-
needs 4 hours.
Okay.
So he slept an extra, what, 4?
Extra 2, I think.
To yeah.
Oh,
You
2? Okay.
slept an extra amount. Got a good rest in there.
Sleeping.
Or maybe it was 6? No.
Would
I don't-
wild shape ruin my long rest?
I think
Would the
so.
cat have?
No, wild shaping.
Oh.
It's essentially like casting magic, so I think it would interrupt your long rest if you did that.
Yeah, I think it would.
Dang.
So could I just do 2 short rests? Does that work?
Well, you could
No.
restart your long rest now, and then you could honestly just be riding the horse the next day and
You
just
could.
chill and finish. Because you're only, 2 hours behind?
Yeah.
So yeah, you could just make up those 2 hours. So just start your long rest now.
Okay.
Jack
So, yeah.
Pog.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys are doing whatever you're doing. I'm just gonna tell you, Kaya's gonna be going over to, her horse, and the horse is probably sleeping. I don't know.
Rayla's gonna be
I'm
like,
assuming.
why is there a horse?
So
It
I
seems
was
to be kind of awake, its ears twitching and turning.
Okay, well, she's just gonna wake up Rayla and then say nothing about the horse, and then walk back to the horse, and then just lay on the ground by the horse with her cat.
It
and
kind of
go to sleep.
nuzzles your head a little bit and kind of pulls at your hair a bit, like it's trying to eat it for a moment. Then realizes, oh, that's not straw. And then he's gonna.
She's just gonna pass out. She's done.
I know exactly. I know exactly what Rayla's gonna say. She's gonna turn to Castil, and she's gonna be like, "Do you see that horse?"
You see a flaming horse, like one from the Nine Hells.
So, I'm a little sad because what I was going to do is I was going to have him immediately wild shape into a dog and be super, like, because he was so startled by the cat. But I will metagame and not let him do that so he gets his long rest.
Okay.
But he will, he's going to be still lying down, kind of not processing the cat on his chest yet. He'll look over, see the flaming horse, and she's like,
You see that? You see that, right? The horse?
yeah, it's on fire. What the heck is going on?
Oh man, glad I'm not crazy. I thought I was seeing
Speak for
things.
yourself. At that point, he looks down, he sees the cat on his chest, and just goes wide-eyed.
You
He's gonna, like,
okay over there, Castil?
slowly try to, like, scooch it off of him.
And it kind of
Yeah,
needles its
everything's
claws into
fine.
you a bit.
Do you not
Everything's
want the
fine.
cat on you?
No.
Okay,
It'd be
she's
really
gonna
funny
go
if the
over.
cat just joined the pile and all of us just.
No, you got the small cat. There's not doing
She's
that.
gonna go over to
He's so
you,
funny.
Castil, and she's going to gently scoop up the cat. And she's like, no, he doesn't want you on him right now, okay? Go. Zilli likes your companionship at night. Go.
As soon as it's off, he bolts up and goes to the other side of the fire pit.
There is no fire in it, but yeah.
But there is a pit.
Yeah.
Nick goes over to Zilli and
Rayla will jump it, kind of like you're bolting over, but she's kind of like, okay.
That is not a normal cat.
I mean,
That's
it
all
doesn't
he will
make
say
it
about
it.
seem like it with the way that it acts, but
And then he'll start his watch with.
yeah, Rayla.
oh, you weren't awake for when it transported everyone away.
Yeah, neither
No, he
of us
wasn't.
were.
That's right. I mean, you know the cat shocked you, but because it did that when you tried picking it up in dog form.
Yes, but he also thought of it as a familiar. So
Mm.
casting spells like
Yeah,
Shocking
yeah.
Grasp is not too out of the.
Norm.
Huh.
Okay, I see what you mean.
But
Castil.
seeing the face of a female figure and the mask, that has drawn him a little into fear of like, what is this?
I see. Okay.
Castil.
Yes.
Rayla's gonna come and sit like. There's like a foot of space in between you guys, but she'll come and like kind of sit a little around the fire by you. I'm curious. Do you have that like dark vision thing that a lot of other races have?
Yeah. Actually, some would argue it's a little bit better than most.
Oh, well, that's good. If you wouldn't mind keeping an eye out, you could probably see a lot better than I can.
I mean, that horse was on fire for me a couple of minutes ago.
On fire?
It looked like it was on fire.
Goodness. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You
Totally
sure you
fine.
aren't seeing things? Because I'm pretty sure that horse was not on fire.
He like scoots a little bit away from you. Yep, I'm good. Just like a little bit wide-eyed.
Did I offend you?
No.
I'm sorry.
He almost looks like he's looking over your shoulder. Like there would be something behind you.
She's going to like look behind her Is there anything?
Nope.
Castil?
I'm good. It's gone.
Okay. Well, I guess then right now neither of us are the best ones to be on watch.
Potentially.
Yeah.
So, the horse was never on fire?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
That wasn't real. Just ask me. If you want me to look at whatever you're looking at, I'll tell you if it's real or not.
Alright. Some confirmation would be nice on some things.
Ah, absolutely. I mean, I don't have the best eyesight. You know, one of them's kind of blind, but but I can do my best.
This will be a long night.
Would you?
Not because of you. Not because of you.
Oh.
There's just a lot of things going on.
Would you prefer to close your eyes? I could take watch if just by myself if you want to rest.
I should pull my own weight.
But still, if you're not feeling up to the task, then you shouldn't push yourself.
If it gets too difficult, I'll go take a rest, but I think I should be okay.
If you're sure. You just let me know, okay?
Did Paige ever have any magical abilities?
Like what?
Making string illuminate?
Not that I remember. Is any string
So-
illuminated right now?
That's not flickering over there, and he points to the alarm.
Is the alarm flickering? Like, has
Nope.
kind of like a light. Okay.
It is just a string.
Nope, not real. Not flickering. Just a little bit of string.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, it's all good. Sorry, I'm not that good with conversations. I used to be really good, but not so much anymore.
We all have different strengths. Conversation is... I don't think it's my worst one. It's an alright one.
Were you in a position where you would converse quite frequently then?
Yes. I mean, I'd served in the military. I'd given many reports. Talked with many different people. I met the princess once. That was interesting.
Oh. The
Father tried to set us up. Didn't really go that well.
Oh. Well, that's cool. May I ask what happened?
I noticed she took a interest in flowers, in plants, and I was. We had staged a whole. I would run into her outside of a library where she usually does some studying or reading. I saw that she had taken some notice of, or she was reading a book about flowers, and I tried to share my own understanding of a few things. And while at first she seemed interested, it never really went anywhere after that.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. There's many other opportunities out there.
True, other connections that could be made. other alliances to be forged.
Mhm.
I understand, at least partly. I was arranged to be married once.
I mean, you learn to get along, which is one of the nice. At least that's what my father says. He slowly keeps eyeing one side where the alarm is, like one of the strings, but he doesn't say anything about it. He's just kind of eyeing it.
She goes, I don't see anything over there, just the string. No lights, no flickering.
Sorry,
No worries.
I thought I saw someone over there, but it was clearly a trick of the mind.
Hey. The night terrors, they happen to anyone.
Usually that happens when you're asleep, though.
True, but sometimes the worst of it can happen during the day. During the dark evenings when you're up on watch. The only one out. It's like
Seems
the
you-
shadows kind of trick you.
Seems you have very personal experience with this. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, so I... Sorry that you had to go through it.
No worries. I'm sorry you have to go through it now. It gets better over time.
I mean, it was my own doing. Honestly, I should not have looked at that cat.
You looked at the cat and it gave you night terrors?
Well, druids are very... They can be in tune with nature, and I had sensed the cat while I was meditating earlier. And I took a look at what it might be in an essence form.
Okay.
I don't want to be anywhere near that thing right now.
That's alright. The cat I know is a little different. I'm not even sure it fully is a cat, but I don't know
It's
what
not a
it would
cat.
be.
He like does almost like to himself, not so much to you, where you're just the whole like, it's definitely not a cat. That cannot be a cat.
Well, that's definitely one thing I can agree with you on.
Oh, let's make sure we're vigilant. Then, should we be making a roll anytime soon?
Yes, I'm currently sending you one more thing that you noticed, and then we'll have you roll.
Okay.
Well, was the princess... Was she beautiful? Is she?
I mean, many people believe her to be fair.
But do you?
I didn't look at it so much as... I mean, I was interested in her, but more of for status, if that makes sense.
Of course. I was just
I-
curious if you thought her fair.
Fairer than most, yeah.
Oh. Don't tell her that. Oh.
Well, I highly doubt that I will be seeing her anytime soon.
Fair enough.
Kinda left the country. Gone AWOL. Next time I see her might be with my head being lopped off.
Oh, hopefully that's not the case. And you left to find your grove.
That happened after. I ran into a stint with a colleague of mine, and after that whole scenario, I actually was helping one of my, I'm forgetting the military term for people underneath you.
Subordinates?
Subordinate, yes. One of my
Yeah.
subordinates actually flee the country.
Oh.
The druids actually lended a great hand for us, and to kind of pay back their kindness, I wanted to join them and promote their cause.
Oh. Well, that's very admirable of you. She's going to look up at the stars. Just kind of in her mind, like pointing out the constellations she knows, just to kind of like calm herself down and like focus, like kind of like just rest a bit.
Castil will grab his staff and actually take a swing right above your head.
Oh my gosh.
And he's not looking at you, but it seems like he is now looking for someone else.
Reflexive, out of reflex, she will like to kick out your legs from beneath you. Can I?
Yeah.
Do I roll for that? Athletics?
If you're like story-wise, yeah, let her do it, then you can just say you succeed. If you want to resist it, then you can have her roll.
I would, story-wise, let her do it.
Okay, you like swing above her and she like kicks out your legs. I guess, where does he fall?
Right in front of you. Just back on the ground.
He pops up. Where'd she go? Where'd she go?
Before you pop up, read the message I just sent you.
Okay. Oh, never mind. He doesn't pop up, and he's
Castil?
he kicks back and is ready to start fighting this invisible thing.
Castil.
So are you gonna like swing at it?
Well, I'll see what she's doing.
It's just watching you. And, like, as you like crawl away, its head just tilts and follows you.
Is it still right above me? Or like, I don't know, because there's nothing around me.
Do you not see her?
Do I not see anyone?
You don't see anyone.
Castil, I don't see anyone here. Just
Sorry.
lower
sorry.
your weapon. Whatever you're seeing, it's
think-
not real.
I do think I need to go to sleep.
Okay.
With that, he's. I apologize greatly. And he will go over to his knapsack and start laying it out.
Okay. I'll finish out the watch.
Okay. I'm gonna say that was the. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, if she notices anything, he occasionally is like shaking throughout the night.
High or low to the audience?
Ooh. Okay, high or low audience. How this works is you vote on if you want high or low, and the one that wins will be the good outcome. And if she rolls let's say you voted high, she rolls high, then she will go with the good outcome option she's thinking of. If she rolls low, she'll go with the more negative outcome.
Okay. And in this case, it's more of a, is she going to do the, is this going to happen or is it not going to happen? All right, guys.
And I will say now, like, he doesn't go back to sleep, but he does, whenever he starts seeing things, he will close his eyes for a bit and just do the whole, like, it's not there, it's not there. And,
oh no. If Rayla hears that during the night, she actually, we'll wait until this is resolved. Okay. TikTok, you can vote as well. Okay, we're gonna call it here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and close. The answer, or the poll results. Let me check TikTok. They are high. That was pretty all on high. Okay, let's roll. Let's roll for this. Ooh, okay. So, as this kind of happened, her hand was kind of like clutched over her heart as he like started like going over to his knapsack and all that, and she's breathing very heavily, to the point, so as you kind of like lay down and everything, she just kind of just steps back a little bit, kind of goes to sit down, and some tears, more out of like stress and fear, kind of like fall from her eyes, and she just kind of like hastily like wipes them away, still breathing very heavily, and she is going to go into her bag, and she will pull out her water and take a shaky drink before closing it up, and it's okay. Nothing happened. You're fine. You're good. Okay. She does like a quick survey around the area, and then she'll stand up, and at this point on, Rayla cannot sit, and so she'll be walking around the camp, kind of investigating.
Jack seems to eye you cautiously as you're like walking around. This horse, you don't know his name, is Jack, but that's Jack.
Yeah. Is it Jack or
named the
Jack?
horse Steven.
Jack.
Okay.
Jack.
Just
So it is Jack. Okay. Yeah, and she's kind of like, all right. But if she hears Castil, like muttering to himself and like saying what were you saying before?
Just it's not real. It's not there.
And then she'd be like,
but I would put that at a DC.
yeah, can I roll to hear?
make a
I'd say
perception
like
roll.
13. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I rolled a 15, and my perception
Okay, you
is a 16.
hear it then.
And she won't necessarily be talking directly to you, but she'll start kind of like saying loud enough that you can hear, but like not trying to wake anyone else up. But she'll just be like, all right, the camp is clear. There's no one here other than our team and the random horse.
I just had the thought of the Robin Hood cartoon version. You have like the vulture guys are like, it's 12 o'clock and all is well.
Yes. Oh yeah. So Rayla is just essentially going to kind of just talk the rest of the night, out loud. Just softly, just enough for Castil to hear as she just continues saying, all right, well, there's the fallen tree. I see some ants on there. They seem to be picking up a crumb left behind. Oh, no, I think that's a booger. Ooh, okay.
Oh, gross.
I see Kaya nuzzled up with her cat now, her new cat, and all of her blankets. Zilli's resting here, resting on my backpack. The big one that's kind of like a giant, not that comfortable of a pillow, but it works as a pillow. I see Paige. Oh, he kind of sleeps like a bird. That's actually really sweet.
He like built himself a nest.
Yeah.
Nose tucked into the feathers.
And she'll be like, and everything is clear around Castil. I don't see any animals or insects. There's a fly buzzing around here, but it's mostly around the horse. She'll kind of like be just like describing little things because just trying to help him feel more grounded and safe. But she will talk the rest of the watch. While also watching, you know, because she's just saying out loud what she's perceiving, essentially. But, yeah.
Okay. Nothing else really happens on your watch, and the long rest comes to close for everybody but Kaya. She has like 2 more hours. Or 3.
I think it's 2, because she cast the spell like right at... It might be 2 to 3, somewhere around there.
She did at the end of her last watch. 2 hours. Oh yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours. You guys awake? Anything you were wanting to say to each other before you start your day's travel?
Where the fetch did the horse come from? I'm kidding.
No one's addressed it. Everyone's just like, okay.
I mean, Rayla asked about it, but Kaya was like, nope, and went to bed. And
Didn't give any information.
So Rayla's like, all right, I guess there's a horse here now.
Castil doesn't know what has been hallucinated and what hasn't at this point.
Rayla is more wary around Castil a bit, but she will kind of like come within like 3 feet of him, and we'll just be like, hey, you still seeing things?
Yes.
I appreciate what you did. I appreciate what you did through the night. I mean, the light is making it a little bit better, but I still see things shifting.
Okay.
As he like looks around, like at the trees and whatnot.
Well, if you want, I'll tell you what's real and not real. Whenever you ask.
That'd be nice.
Okay. Alright. And she's kind of keeping her distance, but that's more for her PTSD.
Yeah.
I mean, he did take a swing, not at her, but close to her.
Yeah.
Pretty close to her.
Yeah, that terrified the crud out of her, like a lot.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time she's been backstabbed by this individual.
Yeah.
So,
Not the
know.
first time. And she's still
scary.
trying to help. But yeah, so she'll just kind of, I guess as they like collect camp and like head on the road, Rayla is specifically just kind of like describing things, and she's gonna be like, Paige, I'm just gonna add to your word set today. So hopefully this helps give you a little bit more words. But But yeah,
Sure.
I see a ladybug flying. And she'll just kind of like keep describing things throughout the day without making it seem like she's doing this for Castil. She's kind of like, I'm just gonna add to Paige's word set today. So she's gonna be describing what she says.
Paige seems grateful.
You may already have this word, but you have it in this tone.
Yeah, exactly. Going for tones and everything. Let me add a bit to
Not
your...
quite.
No, just kidding. No, today is not a lesson on sarcasm. That's another day.
Lesson on
Here's a new word: insanity.
Insanity.
But that's what Rayla's going to be doing, at least until Castil, tells her that he's not seeing anything anymore. But she's going to be doing that for pretty much as long as it needs, making sure to drink water so her voice doesn't, get stopped. But that's what Rayla's doing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna send one more message, but otherwise we can just fast track, be like, oh, well, the day passes fine, and we'll skip to the night when you guys reach Inglewood, unless there's something you guys specifically want to do. Sound good?
I will
Yeah.
say that Kaya, she's just dead asleep.
On the horse.
Yeah, we've got him
She's
on Jack.
not used to keep taking watch, so she's just out. So I don't know if someone's gonna wake her up or what you guys are gonna do, but she's done.
I'd say if no one else woke her up, Rayla would go and wake her up to and help her get packed up, and if no one else wants to, Rayla will just hold on to the rope around the horse and just guide it with us so Kaya can sleep.
And she's just still too tired that nobody even knows where this horse came from still. Nobody even... Guess it's Kaya's now, I don't know.
Kaya got a horse.
Other than that, that's about it.
Anybody else want to do
Okay.
anything? Or no, because we could totally skip.
We can just skip. I'm good with this.
I'm down with skipping.
All right, we're gonna skip to Inglewood.
So what time of the day is it?
I'm gonna say the sun is setting, so it's ready for your next long rest, kind of thing.
So does that mean it's been at that point 20 hours?
At that point, yes. When you guys reach Inglewood, it's been the full 20 hours since the effects started.
Okay, and Kaya has gotten her long rest.
Yes.
He would definitely
That's-
feel a bit more relaxed and calmed down, and you'd notice then that he's settling back into his usual demeanor.
Okay.
Oh, okay. One more message today. Sorry. I forgot about this one. Sorry.
And I'm going to keep these to myself unless you specifically wanted me to share any of them.
You can share them if you feel like your character would talk about them.
Not necessarily. They might show up in his actions. Like one of them, he would probably grip his silver dagger a little bit harder and whatnot, but it would be small, minor things he would do because he's trying not to impede the progress of the group and to not be a detriment. As he's aware he's seeing things and he's not entirely certain what they are or if they are real.
Regardless, Rayla will still describe the surroundings continuously. I think at one point during the day, she'll probably make it into an I Spy game. With Zilli at one point. Being like, Zilli, what do you see? What do you spy? You know?
Yeah, she'll play along with that.
Yeah. We're having fun. Everyone's sharing what they see. So, should we camp out here for the night and then head into the
Well-
city, or?
Is this our last day? Or
Well, it's the evening, and no, this is day 3. So technically we do still have all day tomorrow.
in that case, we can camp out. If today was the last day, I'd say we ignore all sorts of types of formality and just go in.
Yeah, let's just camp out here.
Okay. You guys are going to take your long rest for sake of time. Nothing's really going to happen out here in Inglewood. You guys are like right next to the city. You do notice that the city walls are battered and broken. This is the first time you've seen the city walls since the attack happened, like 3 days earlier. The walls are battered. Parts are blown apart as if catapults have hit them. There are some dead bodies. It looks like most have been cleared away, but you can see like a goblin here, an orc there, and some bones that have been scattered across the ground. And it looks like there are extra guards on the wall, especially around the parts where there isn't a wall. And even through the night, you can hear the sounds of this wall being put back together. Slowly. Okay. You guys are successfully able to take a long rest, pass the night away. Is there anything you want to, like, as a group, talk about real quick before we go on to the next day? Or are you guys good?
As a group, no.
Mm-hmm.
To a cat, maybe.
Okay, if you want to talk to the cat, let's talk to the cat.
I was gonna say, can Rayla do one quick group thing real fast?
Yeah.
Okay, Kai, what's the deal with the horse?
I was just loving that no one was saying anything at all. Is my favorite.
She wakes up, she starts walking. We're like, so
So the horse appeared.
She's like, huh? Oh, the horse. Yeah. Not really sure. I was just, well, I was taking watch and my horse came back. I lost him a week ago and he found me. Do horses do that? Do horses track people?
I mean, if you're close with them, sometimes they'll return to you.
Yeah. I'm not really sure either. I just thought maybe we could use a horse. I don't know.
I mean, if he's your horse, then what's his name?
Jack? Jack.
Jack. Well, very nice to meet
Okay.
you, Jack.
Yeah, it was. He was one of my father's horses. One of his best horses.
I love that. Can I actually do something funny? Because this is right before our long rest, right?
Yeah.
Rayla's going to like turn to the horse and be like, well, very nice to meet you, and kind of like bow her head in respect. Very nice to meet you, Jack. But she's going to cast Speak with Animal when she does that.
Okay.
But she's going to unknowingly cast that.
Okay.
So she just goes, nice to meet you, Jack.
It bobs its head at you and goes, nice to meet you, Sunstrider.
What the?
What the?
Can your horse talk?
Oh, I talk all the time.
Oh
And
my
it bobs its head.
It's still talking!
And then she'll like look at Paige. She'll be like, I think she's going next.
Wait,
After
hold on.
cast-
Did I
he
cast
shakes
something?
his head.
And she kind of like feels like the magical energy and then kind of like ties it in her head and she goes, oh wait, I cast a spell, guys. I didn't know I could do that.
Oh, magic, that's quite nice.
Oh my gosh, that's weird.
Kaya's just like, what? You can cast magic without even thinking about it? I have to do all these like years of studying, and you could just.
To be fair, I decided to become
Wizards
a
are
paladin.
superior.
What?
That's what Master says. Wizards are superior. That's what Master says.
Okay, well, your horse
Um,
thinks wizards are superior.
Real quick, the Holy Light one said, "That's quite the big nose, Jack."
Big nose Jack.
I guess you gotta say he's gotta hit the road, Jack.
Don't you come back.
Yeah. Rayla's just gonna be like, okay, sorry. Did not mean to cause a stir amongst everyone.
Oh, this ain't no store. I talk all the time.
Yeah, I see that now. Well,
It's
if
nice
you,
that someone finally replied to me. That's
Yeah.
quite nice.
yeah, no.
Most people ignore me.
Well, it's lovely to hear from you. If you ever would like for me to cast this spell again to talk to you, like you have some sort of important information, just like nudge me with your muzzle. Just
Oh, okay. I could do that.
He's gonna do it all the time.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Only for important things, though, Jack. For really important things.
It's
I
gonna be
don't
for
want
the
to talk
smallest
to you
things ever.
unless it's
Well,
important.
no. It's just because I only have a certain amount of spell slots.
Wizards are superior.
Yeah, wizards are superior in this case. Yes. Okay, cool. Well, now that I know that,
Cool.
cool, guys. There's a horse now. All right. I'm just gonna
useful.
stay back here. You just don't see me.
Just don't see me. That's funny. Okay. Dane, Castil, sorry, wanted to talk to Seraphine. Is there anyone else who's wanting to talk to somebody? You don't have to. I just want to make sure I'm getting everything everyone wants to do. Cool. Castil, what do you want to do?
So this would be at a moment that he could get the cat alone.
Okay, we can say that you're taking a watch alone during the night.
You just kind of go up to the cat like, I don't know who you are, or who that mirrored masked lady was, but if you hurt any of these people, it'll be over my dead body.
Threatening the cat?
Yes.
Threatening the cat, you just okay. Audience high or low?
He is terrified of this cat, or
And
at
he's
least
threatening
a bit.
it.
Kinda.
Yeah.
He kinda just threatened this very
It came out as a
powerful cat.
threat. He was intending to say, like, I'm going to protect these people.
She's
But it
reading
came
more
out as a
like a
threat.
threat.
It did.
This'll be interesting.
I'm writing down all the notes, guys.
Real important to hear what Jack said. Yeah. Gotta write all those words down. Wizards all superior.
I mean, technically, Paige has got a bunch of horse language words, you know?
I guess so. I mean, if I quote it, then
Old Paige has mimicked a sheep before.
That's true.
I've never shoot before.
And to answer Steve Weber's question, Jack is not neighing all the time, because I think animals communicate more in more ways than just vocalizing. So like his ear twitches, his tail swooshes, and like how he plants his feet or bobs his head all communicate a language to other animals and to people as well. And so like, yeah, he's talking without neighing. There might be some neighs. Yeah. Oh, vote's ending.
And it is ended. Low 1.
Officially. Low 1. Man. Low 1, high 2. Wait.
It was high. Sorry.
I'm sure it's fine.
That doesn't tell me if it was good or bad for Castil.
They voted low, so the bad option. So you say this, and she seems like very passive, and then when you say over my dead body, her ears kind of twitch, and her tail starts swooshing a little bit and flicking, and she sits up a little taller. And
I mean to say that I will protect them. He's like, kind of. Not trying to like backpedal, but also backpedal.
Begins backpedaling.
If I wanted them dead, you couldn't stop me.
Oh no, unless I try. He's like, it's wide-eyed, but I like wasn't expecting a reply.
I'm assuming you're using speak with animal, but
He doesn't have speak with animal.
okay. Well, she still responds to you actually,
Which
but it's
is
like
what-
in your mind.
Okay.
It's not
He
like
still
out loud.
goes wide-eyed in surprise then, especially. He's like, wasn't expecting a reply.
And she kind of narrows her eyes at you, and you feel this pang in your brain, as if she's channeling something beyond herself. And it's kind of like a threat to you that if she wanted to, she could just blow up your brain.
He's going to do his best to tough it out and resist it. Because he's
The
trying
presence
to...
fades- The presence fades away from your brain as you tough it out. Mhm.
I mean to say that I will do all that I can to keep these people safe. I don't know what you are, and it terrifies me.
I'm Seraphine.
I'm aware of that, at
I'm a
least.
cat.
That one's hard to believe.
I am a cat. I'm Unmyeong's cat.
Cats don't have that mirror mask thing.
That's Unmyeong.
He does not know how to reply. It's- Regardless, these people are important to me. He's just kind of like says that and just turns around and just goes off to back to his watch.
Goodbye, Wolfman. She licks her paw again.
He does not know how to handle this cat.
Okay. Okay, that was the last one. So we're going to cut to morning, and you guys are going to go see the Duke now, correct?
Yes, and we're going to use the medallion to get through to his house.
Hey, you can see that like the city is bustling. It is smelly. People are carrying weapons. The closer you get to the Duke's manor, it is a little nicer. And you can reach his place. Oh, I didn't get I forgot to upload the map for this one, so we're gonna use a different map. Sorry.
Oh, I totally forgot to roll a sanity check in the middle of the night.
Oh, you can roll for sanity now if you
No,
want.
no, of the previous night from the
Oh.
attack from Castil.
Oh,
I should have rolled the sanity, but that's okay. We're past it now. She succeeded.
Okay. We'll use this place. Where are you guys? There we go. All right, can you guys see the map? Yes.
Yep.
No.
I see
Yeah,
blue.
I can.
I see castle. I see blue. There water. There water
now
all
I
over the
see it.
place.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, I see it.
Sorry. I got distracted by comments. You guys reach his house. We'll just say this is like what his house looks like on the outside. His like manor castle thing. Really nice for the most part. And it is bustling. You can see very fancy people coming in and out. It looks like some parties happening or being prepared. And as you guys are able to go right on in, and some guards take you right to the Duke, and he is in his ballroom, directing people of like, oh, put your table here, and oh, of course, put something over there, and oh, that tablecloth looks terrible, replace it, as you guys approach. And he hears your approach, and people are like, my lord, and he turns around and goes, ah, you've returned. This is surprising.
Fog cloud. No.
Surprising, but also not surprising, as he like points over, and you see like hidden behind a pillar that you would not have seen unless he pointed out is his little assassin buddy.
Oh. That dude.
That dude.
Yes, Duke Anya, we've returned.
Wonderful, and I'm assuming you have my sword.
Oh no, we totally did not get that. The one thing you asked us to return.
No. We got the sword. We got the sword.
I know. She's like, yes, I'm just being sarcastic.
He like kind of like whacks your shoulder a bit. Realizes like, I love a good joke.
She repulses a little bit, like, no, don't touch me.
He like looks at his hand and he's like, oh, you're all disgusting. Handkerchief!
I know, she hasn't had a proper bath in like a long time.
Like, well, why don't you go ahead and give me the sword and go take a bath? We'll have a celebration, and at that time I will clear your names and announce you heroes of Ingwood. It'll be a good reputation builder for you, Sunstrider.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, go clean yourself. Oh, but give me the sword first. Sword.
I look at Zilli.
Zilli does have the sword, and she'll just walk up to him and hand him the sword.
He takes the sword, and as soon as he touches it, you see it starts to glow a little, and he smiles. Thank you. Also, why would you let a little child carry this? As he, like, pats her head. Oh, well, I'm in a good mood today. Go wash up. Oh, handkerchief.
Yeah, you might want to polish
Zilli,
that sword.
Zilli will just look back at Rayla, and she's just like, what just happened? Why did he do that? Like, that's basically the look on her face.
She's gonna kind of pull Zilli off to the side and be like, physically, we're really dirty. And he doesn't like dirt on his hands.
No, she was talking about the head pats.
Oh! And Rayla's gonna be like, he thinks you're a child, and that's something that some people do to children to be nice. Did you not like it? You can tell him that you don't like it. Yeah? Well, that's okay. We'll make sure that doesn't happen again. You can just dodge out of the way if you see his hand coming down. No one should touch you without your consent.
Okay.
Good.
Now, if you don't mind, please, I have a party to plan. Go wash up and be here by 5. You're part of the main event.
How do I not like that?
Oh, and it'll be a good thing. And money involved. I always pay my dues.
Money.
Oh, yes, just like that other girl's family. They got theirs. No worries.
She did die.
Oh, what a shame. I was wondering why she didn't return with you after you stole her.
Technically, not me.
Looks at Kaya.
She'd be like turned away, like fidgeting with something. I don't know. Like,
It's a book, maybe?
You know, Duke Onmir,
Mhm.
in in the interest of open communication, the girl did die from a djinn.
Oh, interesting. Thank you.
Kaya
for
does
that.
not like that you
Thanks,
told him.
Ryder.
She does not trust this guy.
Yep. See, Lori and Lance Gage will have it right. Don't trust this guy. Yeah.
She's just glaring at Rayla now. She's like, why would you say that?
She said that in the interest of open communication. Maybe this will help stop the deaths. The more people who know what's causing them.
Thank you. As the rightful, as he kind of like looks around, no one's really paying attention, but he's like, the rightful Duke of Ingwood, I take great care in my people. And I need to know this to protect them, so thank you, Sunstrider.
I kind of don't trust that, but Rayla's just gonna be like, of course. Now you said there was a bath?
Oh, yes, you, come here. He like snaps at someone, he's like, lead them to the guest chambers in the west wing and make sure that they get nice warm baths and some food. They look famished. And oh, be sure to also talk about a name for your group if you don't have one already. I will need that to announce you at the party.
Oh goodness.
So, yeah. Oh, you can write it on this. And he pulls out a paper and hands it to you, and you can just pop it outside the door, and whatever you've put on it will be your official names. I announce you to society.
Thank you.
Now go along, you really do smell. I'm going to have to incense the area. He's kind of like looks at me.
He's just got the medieval Febreze can. So we leave.
Oh,
Okay, you
God.
guys are led to a wing where you guys can bathe, get some food if you want, and then there's like a common meeting room where you guys can talk about the name you want to have. So we're gonna just fast forward to that moment.
Also, Lance and Laura Gachel did say make sure the bath isn't boiling oil or something. Absolutely, 100% when the bath is drawn, Rayla will be putting like her sword in to make sure it's not going to like burn through metal or acid or you know.
Kaya's gonna be the first one to jump on that whole bath thing, and she's not gonna check at all. She's like,
Does it?
oh, bet. I'm ready for this.
Yep.
We just hear the infomercial about the like sad penguins who got covered in oil as Paige is getting a bath. Or like, you need to save
Yeah.
the birds.
the Dawn
Paige.
commercials.
Yeah, he takes a long time. He's got, I mean, hey, the Dawn commercials get it right. Cleaning the duck is not easy.
He comes
They-
out
they
with
find-
yellow feathers.
They find Paige in the fountain taking a bath like an actual bird.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not, I mean, it's not far off. Yeah.
So I'm assuming the guys get their own private bath and the
Yes.
girls get their own kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Is it like one of those giant baths where all the girls have to bathe together kind of a thing? Or
It's more, each person had their own bath.
okay, so it's not like a big thing. It's just like kind of
No. It's
well,
like
that's
a
bougie that they have the money for that in this castle.
What can I say? He's a duke.
Okay, so all right. So in that case, after several minutes of testing, Rayla will. Is it one of those things where he put like rose petals in there or something?
Oh, there's
like that?
definitely rose petals
Ah,
in there.
okay.
Rose petals, rosemary, you know, there's all these things to make
proper
people
noble
smell
bath.
good. Yes, it
Name
is
drop?
a proper noble bath. With servants if desired to like comb your hair and all of
Not
that.
at all. Nope. I bet Kaya's all over that.
Castil doesn't let anyone in when he takes his bath. He's just like, no, no one must know.
No one must know. Kai, oh, that's a good point, actually. Because you are a drought.
Zilli,
Yeah.
are you okay? Like going into your own area?
Zilli like peeks into the bath and like dips her hand in, just questioningly. She said she grew up on the streets. She doesn't know what a bath is.
Oh no. Does Rayla need to help?
After a little bit, a servant will come by and ask if you'd like assistance. So if you want assistance, they'll help you figure out how to take a bath.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
She'll ask
the servants come in and assist you, and when they realize you don't know what to do, they're like, oh my gosh. And like, they mumble some more, so you don't quite understand, but if anyone else was there, they'd be like, ugh. People from like the wilds, they don't know anything. They're so uncivilized.
What is this word lavender they speak of?
What is this word, lavender?
Rayla would also keep all of her bags and gear like right next to the tub because she's like, no, I don't want anyone touching anything. Are we supposed to get in like fine clothes or something like that after, or just start adventuring wearing?
Fine clothes was not prepared for you.
Yeah.
So you can either choose to show up fancy or as adventurers to like present yourselves as you are. Like that's kind of up to you guys. If you want fancy clothes, you can use some of the money you have and we can just say you bought fancy clothes in the city if you want.
Should we say what we're wearing right now?
Sure.
That's what Castil's wearing.
What's he
Paige
wearing?
could buy some healers kits from the.
True, I actually do need to get a healer's kit.
Is
We'll say I
Castil, you're
bought one.
buying fancy clothes?
No, he's gonna.
Oh.
And we
Sierra's
lost the
Oh,
DM. We burned the
wow.
place to the ground.
Oh, well, might as well make with
we get him.
with what we can here.
And that is why I cast Fireball in the middle of the store.
Okay.
Because
I
druids
believe it.
have
We're all criminals
Fireball.
again.
Yep. Yeah, I do need to buy a healer's kit, so I'm going to do that if there is no objection from the DM.
You can do it.
No healer's kit.
Okay, good.
Rayla will...
Castil,
Oh, no, you go, Castil.
I was gonna say, Castil will change his platinum into gold coins, and then he will give most of them to Greg or to Paige. And be like, you seem to know that guy. I don't think he took a liking to me. I don't really want to be in debt to him.
Frederick, he tolerates Paige. Then he takes the money you give to him.
It is 9 gold and 5 silver because to transfer it, they still charge you to do that. So
Yeah. So he'd keep the 5 silver and give you the 9 gold.
+9, let's go.
Um,
Paige takes this very happily, and then he just kind of looks at you and he's like, "You sure?"
I'd rather not owe that man anything.
Okay, and he puts it in a little pouch. Says, "That's a verbal contract. I did not steal from you." And then he pulls it out, sets it at his side.
that was amazing.
Agreed.
Okay, so are you two just wearing your normal adventuring clothes?
Yep.
Yep.
He cleans it up a little bit. Paige actually comes out very poofy. His feathers, which are usually very matted down, he has very carefully cleaned each individual layer. It takes him probably the longest out of everyone else, but he comes out very poofy and very clean.
He looks
He
like an
does
angry
not
bird.
seem happy about it though. He's satisfied with the efforts he put in, but he didn't like that he had to put in the effort in the first place. This also probably very well highlights the fact that he has a lot of missing feathers on his left arm, which from from traveling with him as long as you have probably noticed that he has these just like lost feathers in this area. Like something happened there and they just refuse to grow back now. But aside from that, he's very poofy and actually slightly brighter than he was before. Not quite the full black feathers as it was.
Nice.
Just a little more like a very, very dark
It's
gray.
all that oil that washed
Very,
up
very dark
the
gray.
back on.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was all yep, that's right. The
Okay.
Dawn dish soap. It just right.
Kaya, Zilli, what are you guys dressing up as?
Zilli doesn't have anything else, so she's probably going to be in her adventuring clothes.
Mhm.
I will say that if the servants do brush her hair, they will find it very tangled.
They will brush your hair. It's tricky, but they do brush it out. And rebraid it how you had her if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, they easily rebraid it for you.
Kaya will just like she'll just like basically throw her clothes at the servants and be like, all right, like I want it to smell like this, I want it to be washed like this, I need it to be like delicates, like all of this. She's just like giving them orders, and then she's like, just that's it, like.
And they follow it exactly.
she
They
has-
are used to this.
And then she has nice clean clothes that smell better than everyone else's.
Yes.
This is accurate.
Rayla, when which I'm gonna say before she actually like got into the bath, she would have like pulled off her clothes and taken some of the bath water to try and clean out some of the like grime off of her own clothes and let them like dry while she like goes into the bath, kind of a thing.
Okay.
And then when she like gets out and like dries herself off and all that stuff, she's gonna like pull out this like box, not a box, more of like kind of like a large pouch that was like stuffed deep in her backpack, and she'll kind of pull it out and ponder over this, and I'm gonna leave this one up to the audience. Audience, does Rayla wear her mother's dress, or does she wear her adventuring clothes to this event?
Ooh.
So it's an option 1, option 2. Option 1 is wearing the mother's dress. Option 2 is wearing her regular old adventuring clothes and saving the dress for a better occasion. Let's see. I'm curious what chat votes on this one. Wear the dress is what Silver Dusk is saying. Oh gosh, guys. This is hilarious. And TikTok, you can vote too. Just message into the chat. Let us know.
Yeah, Lance and Laura, the attendants will automatically think Kaya's the leader because she knows how to order what she wants.
There we go. Just like,
Oh,
I know.
yeah. They just start asking me like what they should do with like Zilli's clothes or like Rayla's clothes. They're like, what do we do? And I'm like, oh, all right, I got you.
This
Oh, they don't
Yeah.
have access to my clothes. I locked them out of the room.
They'll follow your
Just like-
instructions for Zilli's clothes, though.
Zilli somehow comes out in like a very poofy, frilly dress.
Fantastic.
Oh
Just
gosh.
wobbles out of there.
All right, guys, the vote is ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. We
They're
got-
after him.
They're after
They
Paige.
found us. No, no. I made the contract. I didn't steal this time. No.
We also
No.
counted the Lance and Laura Gay troll on this one and got the TikTokers in. Okay, guys. Option 1 won. So Rayla is going to open up this pouch and she pulls out this very, very elegant dress. One of the very, 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 very few things that they were able to keep. It's nothing fancy, nothing super fancy, right? Just a very simple dress with like a nice V cut. It's got the colors of the Sunstrider clan, though that's silver. Sorry. I was thinking of another character. The gold. It's got. Oops, I ran over my audio cord. It's got the gold, the red. It's very striking on her.
Is it red? I thought your colors were green.
Nope, she's the Sunstriders. They're red and gold.
Okay. Your shield's different, so I wasn't.
No, her shield's red and gold.
It's red? Oh, never mind. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Hold on.
Sorry.
I've got her picture is on.
If it's red, I just can't remember.
Here, just put her token out.
No. What? That's like a smart thing to do. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, her shield
Yeah,
is
okay,
red
you're
and
right.
gold.
Red and
It's
gold,
her
you're
shirt
right. I
that's
was wrong.
green.
You're right.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay, red and gold dress.
red
I
and
love
gold.
it.
Yeah, she's a Gryffindor.
She's a Gryffindor.
And what she'll do is she'll actually like, put her hair down. Like, her hair will have been like washed and brushed and all of this. She puts everything she owns into the satchel, and puts it on her. She feels like very like kind of bare without her armor. She will still sling her sword around on her other hip. But that's the only additional item to the satchel that she will have out. But she will look very like noble in a sense, you know, because she'll actually kind of be like standing tall, kind of walking around a little bit, but still very kind of like, oh, she doesn't deserve of any noble title. It's more of just what she appears in this moment, that now that she's been cleaned and tidied up.
I love it. She looks gorgeous. And very regal. If there's nothing else anyone want to specify, you'll be able to meet up in the common room. All much cleaner, smelling much better. Rayla looks very regal.
Very different from what
Very
she looked
different.
like before.
If Castil does get the chance, he would have his clothes cleaned, though he would do it in a way like, all right, I'll leave it right here. No one look.
No. They will have cleaned your clothes then as well.
Silver
So,
dusk. She said,
Steel spoons for Rayla
Rayla.
is canon?
Question mark?
that is curious.
No,
What
what?
does everyone think about her change, her transformation?
Paige declares, "You look nice," he says.
Thank you.
Much more befitting the noble woman that you are. Well,
Not quite.
befitting.
Not quite noble anymore, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's
You
good.
don't have to be rich or anything to be noble. It's an attribute, not a status.
Well, that's a million gold coin thought.
What was Paige gonna say?
He's kind of looking between the two of you, and he's like nodding along with the conversation. As soon as he finds a break in the conversation, he says, "So, what do we call? What's our name? What's our name?"
That's a good question.
Well, I'm Castil. This is Ray.
Wow! Thank you.
Oh, I see.
Not quite sure. Never been a part of an adventuring group before.
Hmm.
Arthur saying
Something-
still flirting.
Something simple? something something easy to understand.
I know out of game, guys, we did propose a couple ideas, so I think we should say these ideas to the chat also and get what they think.
Yeah, you guys.
The ideas we had were Night Watch, Accidental Success, Border Patrol, Night Magi, Bright Moon, and the Cursed Cure. Yeah, chat, what do you guys think? I guess...
Are you going to talk a little more in game as characters about what your characters would prefer or think?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that out to the chat first real quick.
Yeah, put in your opinions, chat, and then you guys could narrow it down to 3 if you want to give it to the chat. But
Could we make like a history check to make sure none of these are like, I don't know, like terrorist organizations or like you know, I just have a feeling some of these might be terrorist organizations. I don't know why.
Not in this world, no.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna assume
Nice.
that all of these names have just been suggested by people at this point in the game.
Yep.
Well, not sure. Bright Moon, Night Watch, Night Magi. Those all sound kind of cool. I mean, I'm kind of the opposite of Night, but
I mean, cursed cure is not too bad. We are going around curing the land of this curse, or at least that's what we have done.
I feel like if that's the case, we'd want to say Curse Cure rather than Cursed Cure, because, you know, it kind of sounds like we're cursed if that's the case.
Kinda are.
So, Kaya in-game wouldn't say anything, but I'm not a big fan of Accidental Success and Border Control, but I really like all the other ones.
Same.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Caitlin on this one.
Steve is saying Night Magi is what he enjoys. So I say we could cut it down to like
The 3 at the bottom.
well, no. It's just the Accidental Success and the Border
Right, so
Patrol.
it's the bottom 3.
No, Night Watch is also in there.
Is it 4th one? Accidental, Border Patrol, Night Magi, Bright Moon, Cursed Cure. That's what you listed right there. So if there was another one, I didn't see it.
No,
so
it's
my bad.
it's literally right above it. It's the Night Watch, Night Magi, Bright Moon, Cursed Cure.
Oh,
yes,
I
I
see.
see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on your same line as your name.
Yeah.
Arthur suggested Curse Breakers.
That also
Ooh.
sounds really cool. Curse Breakers.
That does sound cool.
Yeah.
Seed sifters, because the Moliense seed.
Mhm.
Nah.
This is tough.
Okay.
I'm
I do
down.
like Seed Sifters, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Curse
I like-
Breakers is fun.
To
I was
pull
trying to think,
like
like-
3, I would say Night Magi, Bright Moon, and I guess Curse Cure or like Curse
Breakers.
Curse
you could do that
Breakers.
one.
I would be fine with one of those 3.
I'd honestly probably vote for that too. I'd say Curse Breakers, Night Magi, and Bright Moon would be my
Okay.
Yeah.
faves.
We can petition this to the audience as an option
Yes.
1, 2, or 3.
Let's
This
do
was
it.
the plan.
The
Okay,
Throngverse.
guys, we've got a we have it is Curse Breakers is option 1. Night Magi is option 2. Bright Moon is option 3. That sound good to the players?
Yes.
Okay.
It was Curse Breakers.
Curse Breakers, Night Magi,
and
Bright
Bright Moon.
Moon.
Bright Moon.
Okay. Okay. Vote. This isn't an important one.
Yeah,
We can
come on,
skip this
guys,
vote,
let's get this
actually.
in there.
Yeah.
We're currently
You know,
tied right now.
I
We'll
am
see.
reverse psychologying the audience. I think is what's happening.
I think it's working.
By telling them that you shouldn't vote. It's like not important. Just don't even worry about it. I think they're getting the subtle hint that actually secretly this is the most important vote. And
I know, this is
required.
what we're gonna call ourselves the rest of the game.
It's just the rest of the game. We've done
Okay.
14 sessions. For the next 50 to 100, this will be our name. Unless it
There we go.
changes, I guess. But
Lance and Lord Gatro vote for Night Magi, so we'll just make sure to add them onto option 2.
yeah.
Alright, TikTok, you still got time.
Got
TikTok.
time. Most important vote so far.
Mm-hmm. Alright,
What will
guys.
your name be?
Okay. Should I start closing down the poll?
1, 2,
Oh,
3,
don't you want to count down?
4,
5.
Oh,
5,
Sierra's
6.
just counting.
okay.
She's-
5,
She's just counting.
4,
99,
3,
100.
2, 1, and
62.
close the poll. Okay, let's see. Checking TikTok.
Sorry, it's getting late.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay, and then with another vote on there, so that'd be okay, guys.
Steve gets
The
it.
final polls are in, and the winner is option 1, Curse Breakers.
Curse breakers.
Okay, cool.
The Cursed Breakers. Wait.
Curse breakers. Wow, you
Official.
officially have a name. The curse
Official.
breakers.
Curse
All right.
Breakers.
You write this name on the paper that the Duke gave you. You slide it under the door, it's taken away, and a few minutes later there's a knock, and a servant, not a servant,
A page.
yeah, more like that. I don't remember the official title. But they come and they're like, "Oh, Curse Breakers, it's time to attend the party." And they lead you towards the ballroom of this manor/castle, and we will end as the doors, the large wooden doors to this ballroom, are opening up and light and music is flooding out towards you guys. And we will pick up at the party next time.
Woo!
Ooh.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, thank you everybody for joining tonight. I hope you had fun. Thank you for participating in naming our awesome party the Curse Breakers. And be sure to join us again next Friday at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the recap. And at this recap, we're going to review all the sessions that happened up to this point so you can catch up quickly. But if you've been up to date on this, don't worry, it gets even better. You get time to just ask questions that you want to ask, get detail, get lore. This is the time to do it. So come join us next Friday, 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. Gotta come, it's gonna be fun. There will be no Baldur's Gate 3 this coming week, but we will be back the next week.
Yeah, keep follow us on Instagram, Discord, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, all of those places to keep updated on the latest news. Instagram and Facebook are what we post most of our immediate updates and all that on. So if you want to be up to date on the most current stuff, then join our Instagram and Facebook. We post about all of our cancellations, upcoming streams, and all of the fun stuff up on there. So make sure to follow us on there.
And keep an eye out on Patreon for the update of our new cover that's coming soon.
Woohoo! We're very excited.
Okay, thank you guys so much. We're gonna go to a outro because there is a delay on YouTube. But thank you so much, and we love you guys.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Love
Thorn.
you guys. Bye, Thornlings.